Well, hello everybody. Siege here.
Tenno, there's unlimited mission alert available. Check navigation.
Thank you for interrupting, Mecha Mom. I hope you are lurking in chat, Avid. Let's see. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Doubt I'll type here long. It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad you like the videos. I'm still attempting to get something together for. I noticed in your first comment about it being kind of late when I do this. I am going to attempt here to increase the number of streams that I do, especially on the weekends, when I actually have time to do it. So what I'd like to try to do, and don't hold me to it tonight because I'm still kind of recovering. You might not have heard last week, but I got some real issues with my hands right now. I'm kind of recovering from a bunch of de Quervain syndrome and potential beginnings of carpal tunnel. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to get old. But so far as my hands hold up, I would like to attempt to try to do double streams over the course of the weekend. So I'm not 100% certain what's going to happen this weekend just because of the hand situation. I'm really trying to baby it because obviously, like with the channel, that's you got to have your hands. So, but that is something that it's on the radar, and I was asked about it last weekend, and it is something I do have planned for the future. I would like to be able to do that for you guys. Cecil, how are you? And that's been a major thing. Like this week, I've been taking a serious break from just trying to game altogether. Like 3 days this week, I didn't even hop on. Just trying to baby everything up. I want everything to go back to the way it was. It's not quite there yet. It's definitely better than it was. I'm not saying that it's not improving, that I haven't improved. Periodically over the course of the week when I was playing, I could feel bits of pain and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm just trying to be real safe, real cautious. Yes, agreed. Sois de la! Sois de la! I love that. I love when you in the comments put that in there. That very much makes my day, just so you know that. No, well, Avid, that's one of the things that when I start getting into the double streams, here's how I want to attack it. Because there's actually, most of the people that I think come to the streams are PC players. I think the bulk of the players are PC players in Warframe. And I do have a Warframe PC account. It's just been horribly neglected because, I've been focusing on putting out videos in the channel, and then whenever I do play, it's on Xbox because, I have access to all my stuff here where I have to actually go through and do a lot of that. But I have had some offers to help me out. I wanted to do it this week. Cecil was actually going to help me out this week, I believe, trying to get a little bit further. But again, my hands just aren't in a place where I'm comfortable working it and potentially doing some more damage right now. So we're just going to kind of chill. But the reason why I want to do some Kuva runs is because A, I don't have any, but more importantly than that, whenever I was doing my video this week on Samodeus, I got to a lot of time to kind of look at my rivens and stuff like that and see what's good, see what's not good, what's worth looking into. And, like a couple of them here, they need work, like I really do need to kind of work with it. And also the fact that we kind of talked about old Samodeus. You can see I'm like completely out of Kuva. But I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of get some Kuva, to talk about the Kuva, what it does, where it comes from, exactly what that is, because there's probably a lot of people that don't actually know what the Kuva is, right? And how it functions, like I said, where it's generated from, if you will. So I thought, let's go in, let's do some Kuva runs, let's talk about what's happening while it's happening, because we haven't had like a good lore stream. And I think a lot of that is partly because in the past couple streams I've been doing things that I'm not completely comfortable doing, so I've had to kind of focus more on the gameplay, not as much on the chat, which I regret doing that because I really do this to kind of just BS with you guys every weekend. So that's it. Dominican, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Green Sky. Oh, that's cool. I like your name like that. That's very cool. I didn't know. So there you go. Avid. That's a good point right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And look at this. Look. So let's just go over a couple of the rivens that I'm talking about. So if we get enough Kuva today, we'll do some rolls too on the stream, because that's always fun. You know, it's it's like pulling a slot machine. But for me, like, let's see. The ones I really want to get into is this week. This was a big one. I got this Ignis Riven mod, and the last sortie I did, I think like I did it on Monday or something like that. Got this Riven mod, right? Pulled it out, and I'm like, oh my god, I love this. Is the first Riven I've ever been given that I owned the weapon prior to and actually liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been given Rivens for, you know, crap. It's usually stuff that I have no interest in whatsoever. And then, like, the Riven's so good that it makes me want to use the weapon. Perfect example was the Ferox. Like, I had absolutely no interest whatsoever in ever building a Ferox or ever using a Ferox for that matter, because it just looked like, I don't know, like a trick weapon. But then when you add 100% tox and 200% damage, and the weapon recoil doesn't do anything, like it doesn't affect anything, this thing becomes a beast that you can use everywhere. Like on the plains, it's fantastic because when you toss it, it'll bring everything into like a nice little grouping, and they're taking tons of damage. So like, I love that. But I get this Ignis one, and you can see like I took the rest of the Kuva that I had and re-rolled it a couple times, and this is the best I've been able to get. I'm okay with the damage, and I'm okay with the damage to infested, but 34% multi-shot is not only reducing my damage, but it's also reducing my status chance, I believe. Even though it's not coming up in the stats screen, like, I have a thing. So that's one of them. And if you guys are interested in looking at any other ones, please. Dominican, yes, please, ask away, ask away. Nanospores from Grinding Fort. Ooh. Chat, Nanospores? It's always been something that that I've kind of picked up along the way, so let me just kind of get an idea of how many Nanospores. You can buy them from the market. Let's check it out. Wow, 3,000. I mean, Dominican, if you've got the cat or the plat to burn, then I mean, there you go. There's 3,000 right there. But that's seems a bit steep, you ask me. I don't know. Yeah, that's wow. That's woo, DE, woo. That's wow. Okay. Yeah, so it's, I mean, you can buy them, but you're probably going to want to, you're going to want to try to take just the time to farm them, because, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. So, first question I'll ask, and I realize that not everybody is obviously on Xbox, that's where I'm playing, but is there anybody that's interested in joining me for these Kuva runs? I can do them on just, you know, with a group here, just a random group, or I can what I'd rather do is have you guys join in. What is the planet that's like Nano? Is there one that's, what's the planet that we need to get to for that? So if you're ever, whoop, no, don't do that. No. So if you're ever wondering, like, I don't know if you guys did this, but if you're ever wondering what planet, what, like, resource is plentiful on each planet, that's what that little circle down at the bottom right-hand corner of this is. You go to a planet, you actually select it, and it'll give you the resources that you can typically get from this specific planet. So it's just another little thing. So it's Eris. There it is. Eris it is. But that's the planet that you want to get to. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Dominican. I did see your Avid. I did see the stats of your Ignis Riven. I'm quite jealous, just so you know. Like I said, I like where my Riven was at with the additional 156% damage and the additional damage to Infested, which Infested it already destroys as it is, so it's even more funny. But the negative multi-shot, like, I'd really like to get rid of that. Oh, okay, and the derelict too. So that's another thing. Dominican, if you can go to your dojo, yeah, okay, so go to the dojo, right? And when you get there, if in your clan, if you're in a clan, hopefully you're in a clan, get yourself some keys for the derelict. It's going to be level 25 to 35, but as Spooky pointed out here, that you know, you're gonna be able to get that, and you can just, as long as you have the keys, you can just keep running. These aren't excessively difficult missions. You know, they're really not. If you're at a lower level, you're just gonna want to, you know, you're gonna want to be careful. Maybe run in with an invisibility frame, even if you have it. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Like, Avid, that's the same thing on your Ignis Riven with the weapon recoil. Is the exact same thing with my Amprex, or not the Amprex, but my Ferox with the weapon recoil. It's like, it's a negative, but it doesn't do anything. So, all right. Well, just to get kind of rolling, how we do here, we're gonna get in there. We're gonna go do. Do we want to do a public one, or should I do it alone? It's okay either way.
It will be marked on.
Let's look at the Kuva. So for you guys that maybe don't know what the Kuva is all about, so this is where, if you're ever looking for where to find the Kuva, you just find the ship, and then the corresponding planets that are close to it will have these nodes on them. And from there, Dominican, I will say, Storm Rage just put out a comment that is probably one of the truest statements that any Warframe player can make, and one of the great pieces of advice that any Warframe player can take. And that's essentially, enjoy the game. And I know that you're grinding for a particular piece or thing that you want, and I get that because I'm the same way. I gotta roll at it as hard as I can because I want that thing. But if you allow things to just come to you in this game, not only does it benefit you in the short term, like enjoying the stuff that you have, like appreciating the weapons that you've already built, understanding their mechanics and how they work. And then later in the game, it'll also benefit you in the fact that as you're just taking things as it comes, there's so much content, there's so many things in the game to just do and use at an early level that, like, even the later level stuff, like, you don't even need it. You don't even need it. There's really no... The funny part about it is like, in the star chart itself, in this area here with Warframe, you can pretty much get through the star chart with almost any weapon just to get through a mission. Like, it doesn't matter. You can take the opening weapons. You can take your Bratton, get a couple Forma in there. You know, definitely have your Catalyst in there, but you'll be able to run through this whole area with just that. You don't need a collection of crazy weapons. Does the game get more fun with a collection of crazy weapons? Absolutely. Absolutely. So much more fun. There's so many cool-ass weapons in this game that, like, are so different from the other weapons that you're playing with, or typical weapons that you might see from a different game. Sorry, I know I'm just going back and forth here. I'm just gonna... We'll just do a nice, easy one to start off with, right? We'll just do a nice, easy one. No, we don't have Endless Kuva yet. We don't have it yet, unfortunately. Not that I know of. It's one of the terrible things about playing on console with Warframe, and it's also one of the best things that happens when playing on console versus PC, is that I always get to see all of the new updates and new stuff before I ever get a chance to play with it. Like, I always have to watch other people play with it first. But when economies come out and they are bad, such as like whenever the Cetus first came and people were having to grind, like ridiculous grind, not just easy, you know, like they were really having to grind to get their rep up in both of the corresponding factions down in Cetus, like that was a problem and it would have wasted a lot of time. But the fact that we didn't get that up front allowed us, oh, you know what, I forgot to put on my thing. Hey, FT man, how are you? I forgot to bring my Kuva.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
If any of you guys are wondering why I do a double, I like jump out of my Warframe, jump back in, jump back out, and jump back in. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but I will tell. Like my controls weren't. What? Why? Okay. I didn't think I was that far out of the thing.
Let's go on the
and I'm literally playing with my absolute favorite weapon right now, just to show you guys that. Like, the Amprex is just really doing a lot of fun things. Yeah. Now, just real quick, give me this. Hey, happy Easter! Happy Easter, Timothy.
Excellent work.
Step, I appreciate you just hopping in and saying hello, you know, like I really do. I'm doing good. As I mentioned earlier in the stream here that I may have been a little premature in my full like recovery of my issues from last week. I did actually have a little bit of relapse this week. Not terrible stuff, but we definitely had some pain. So I've been playing it real nice and easy here, so I'm going to have to go ahead and apologize up front. My gameplay is probably not going to be completely on point just because like I'm questioning a lot of the movements that I do with my fingers. I probably don't even need to. Like right there. That's a perfect. See how I'm just flipping and doing goofy stuff. Where are you, Kuva? There she be.
What is that?
Guardians, distract the child. Disgusting flesh thing. Thoroughly
I heard that now, like, it's different. Like, you can... Oh, no, it's not different for us yet, huh? Like, we still have to do both. I heard that on the, what is it, the PC version, now you don't have to... You don't have to blast them and jump through them. Thank God somebody saw that, because I didn't even notice it. So, I mean, I gotta tell you, I was fortunate enough to get an Amprex Riven, and since then, it's just been a good old time. Where you at, Kuva?
Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
There she be, right there. Oh, guys, you don't even know how much I've missed playing. This whole hand thing is like, it's killing me. There's like so many things I want to, like I got rejuvenated in Warframe here like a couple weeks back, and like there's so many things I want to do. I got all my weapons, all the stuff.
Attack.
I got all the stuff essentially upgraded that I wanted to. Everything's up to rank 30 now, so we're back into it. Whoa. Okay, what? Okay, so I was wondering about that. So you can shoot the Kuva clouds? Is that how that works?
my siphon, my Kuva.
Yes.
Messing up all my plans.
Okay, so as far as I understand it now, and again, I'm not the veteran that everybody is in this game. So like in the short amount of time that I've actually been playing the game, like you can only read so much lore and understand stuff. But as I understand it, our souls, the Tenno's soul, is basically something called aura.
Mission complete.
Okay.
The captain has been escorted to the extraction
T3
point.
alt
Well
fire
done.
auto seems okay. I'm gonna try that. And yes, I am using a resource booster because why would I not? But so what makes the Tenno so incredibly powerful is they're essentially like a soul of Oro. Oro is like the thing that produces the Kuva. It's like a byproduct. Maybe not exactly in that term, but the best way I can describe it. Exactly. So when we are around and engaging in different things, it's like I said, it's like kind of like a byproduct of the aura. And what it does is it's not as powerful a version of the Kuva is like a watered down version of the Oro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, Dominican. Well, what we're doing right now is we're really talking more. Okay, we're really talking more about not so much the story here. I would actually call. Oh, wait, shoot. Can I? No, no, please, baby.
Operator, were you
I don't know if I got it. I'm not going to get into I'm not going to get into saying anything more than Tenno. How's that? Okay. Pardon me. But that's essentially what it is. And I'm not going to talk about how the War Within ends. All I will say is, and this is pretty much something that every Warframe player should know, I would think, is that there's basically
This is a
twin queens, if you will, that are an enemy in the game.
While I break into the network.
And one of the things that you will come to do is going to have an effect on that particular storyline. And it will be the basis behind why you do, essentially, what we're doing right now. Oh, downstairs? Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, this is going to be very heavily tied into War Within. So I'm going to try to be as little spoilery as I can here. And I think we can do that, you know, without it being ridiculous.
Tenno, this will take a moment.
Night, Avid. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, get some sleep. Get some sleep. Definitely. One of the things I changed here from in my build with Frost for just this is the idea that I made the snow globe really small. Because it's like once everything gets in, they can still attack you. So I'm kind of trying to use it more as a shield.
My Warframe is strong.
It's interesting, Void, that you would call that one of the good things about Warframe is that you go through the game and have no clue what the story says. And that's, you know, you really do have to pay attention to catch the deeper story in this game, without question. But at the same time, there is a significant deeper story here. And I feel like we're about to get pretty deep in. Oh my god, I love this weapon. It's just so much fun. Weirdest terminology. Yes. Just so you know, the Kuva siphon by itself is actually a huge spoiler. So, although, I guess we could talk about the idea of a spoiler. Because, obviously, you know, me doing videos and such, I've had to kind of come to these terms a bunch of times, or come to deal with this term quite a few times because, you know, certain ones of my videos actually reveal a lot. And it's interesting. What do we got? Kuva?
Are the Queen's brides.
Oh, this is perfect.
What are they up to?
Guardians, distract the child.
I don't necessarily know if seeing this is a spoiler, because if you don't have a frame of reference as to why, it's really hard to be spoiled, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see a Kuva, but unless you understand, or you can see a Kuva siphon, but unless you actually have an idea of what it is or what anything like its significance might be, where...
What a voice.
Okay, cool. Please.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Oh, be. But you know, that's one of the things that I have to constantly wrestle with, is the idea that, you know, there are definitely spoilers, but if you don't, where the hell is it? If you don't actually understand the reference itself, it's not going to be a spoiler for you, you know?
Don't let them.
Don't you think? Is that right? Hey, there's Minty. What's up? Oh, I forgot to put my green on. Well, you weren't here yet. Next thing, I'll put the green on just for you.
We are finished here. Move.
No, we're not quite finished here, Lotus. Mecha Lotus. Oh, you got it.
You maggots the honor of
Nice,
eating
nice,
my
nice.
scrap trough, and this is how you repay me?
And let's just go finish this up here real quick. Whee! Gotta have context, right? Did we finish it? We got it, right? Wait, I thought we did it. Why is this? No, he got it. I thought we got all three. I wasn't looking at the thing.
I can't believe how useless you are.
I don't know why. It's like I didn't see the Kuva class or the Kuva siphon for a second, but I'm not really sure
Good
why
work,
that happened.
Tenno. We need to do everything we can to stop the queens from gathering any more Kuva.
That's all right. Apparently, I have a competent player with me, so
Get me in and get
it's all
ready.
gravy.
I'm in, Tenno.
No. There's definitely more things that have Oro. It's just, I don't know if all of it's been kind of like fleshed out enough. That's it. Well, see, I didn't know if I wanted to get into spoilers, but I mean, we kind of started talking about that. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the idea that, they're kind of siphoning energy off of us. You know, because we are a very, very good source of it. But it's interesting because at the same time they're siphoning that energy off of us. But then why do they pick like only certain areas to come and do it? Like, what makes them think that the Tenno are going to be there? You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness gracious! Got ripping through my shield like it's nothing. P is stored in the Oro. There you go. Oh, that's, yeah, so we don't have to go to the restroom on our ship ever. It's nice.
The odds were against us.
You know what I was thinking too, that like if we can get some Kuva and get enough of it in there. Oh god, I love it. I'll have you guys decide what my Riven rolls are going to end up looking like. Whee. Oh, come on. Really? You're not going to let me go through there? Hard. Sorry. Stupid. It's very dumb. Just gave me an idea for a video. There's definitely some things in the game that kind of bug me.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Zero, yeah, that makes sense. It's just, it's a weird thing that, like, I mean, technically it's like it's our deal, right? And it begs the question to ask, like, okay, so if the void, what's this? Every time there's a good Twitch Prime offer, my Twitch Prime expires and I don't have the money for it. Well, Minty, I got to talk to you about that later. So I'll actually contact you on Discord here a little bit later about something. regarding the not the Twitch Prime offer, actually, one of the other things. Dominican, that would be the second dream, and yes, that is when the game gets incredible. If you follow the story kind of up to that point, you can still you know, get a good bit of ooh, you could do Raptor too. Oh, green. Wait. Clear vote.
Do you remember the old war?
Sorry, green.
Order seems to
Green.
misplace
Green.
those
Got it.
memories.
Ooh, see the universe there a second ago. All right, so let's do this for my man. I think he's earned it. Give him some. I'll add some shamrock in there for the energy, of course, and maybe a little here for that. That's starting to look pretty nice. God, I like that. I think I like that. Okay. In honor of the one of my main man. Put that there. Yes. And one more. Yeah. God, he looks good in anything. He looks good in anything. Well, but you guys, I'm going to get into spoilers again. Like, it's funny because as you sit there, for anybody that has gone through the War Within quest, and if you're paying attention while you're playing, you know, you're going to see that there's some there's some things going on that, like, it completely spells out what's happening, like what she's doing. A lot of it would be predicated on the choices that you make during that quest, mind you. Like, 'cause it might not make as much sense if you've made decision 1 over decision 2. Okay, that person's not in. I do it myself then. Kuva Guardians must be much stronger, and in the lore, Siphon survived than you would think, judging by the gameplay. Yeah. Isn't it a dumb strategy there, White? I mean, like, you need the thing to come to destroy the thing, but you don't want the thing destroyed. So it's, I don't know, like, I guess I would have probably put some more safeguards in on it, right? But we'll see what happens. So what is the point of this story? What are we doing? Okay. What is this?
Override
Oh, crap.
complete.
Nah, whatever. I don't want to deal with it right now. That's a complex
Successfully
movement.
hacked. The location is
I would rather
returned to
not do
normal
as
security levels.
I'd rather do as little of those as possible for right now. Keep it nice and basic. And I'm sorry, but you guys are just going to have to deal with my subpar gameplay at least for another week. And then I'll get back to the par gameplay. On par? Where's that Kuva? Once we get enough here, we're gonna be... Pardon me. There it is.
Thing.
Relax, child.
Yeah, okay, so if they're made to... If they're clones and they're made to be expendable, like, wouldn't you think that you'd have something a little bit more solid? Where's the thing? It's on the way. Oh, it's up there, okay.
The
No.
frequency has changed. You're onto something, Tenno.
No. I couldn't even see it.
Target the others.
I like your ears, buddy. I think we got a nice little group going on up there. I don't necessarily know if I need to stay down there. I can't hear. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, somebody else did, didn't they? I'll tell you what, like, getting into the Kuva thing is kind of a pain to like get the stuff down. You know what I'm saying? But like once you actually understand what you're doing, this is actually kind of a fun part of the game. For me, at least, I actually really do enjoy Kuva runs. Like I could do this for a while and just kind of, it's I don't know.
The is broken. Now get to
Somebody got it. I don't know if it was me, but somebody got it.
My Kuva! Do not let them do that.
Drunken Kuva. Yes, we have bunny ears. I'm sorry, I couldn't bring old Frost to wear them, you know. I do have a very, very good looking Nova. Easter Bunny Nova. Oh wow, look at those. Yeah, we're good.
My siphon!
I can't wait. Now we're definitely gonna get into some Kuva survivals, because that's perfect. That's exactly what we need here. We like doing the survivals to begin with. I need tons of Kuva. It's like a match made in heaven. I will say something, Minty. This Frost is looking dead sexy right now. I am enjoying it. And this may just have to stay as a color scheme, because it looks damn good. I have not ever... I have used the Atomos, and I believe I have it maxed out, but I've never used it to love it. Corrupt Potato, you want in on this? You're on Xbox. If you want in, as soon as we're done here, I'll get out and we'll get a crew together.
Another job well executed.
Use it. Please do. I'd like to see that pic. Okay, so this is a good question, because I actually got a comment regarding this. It's funny that you should bring this up, Dominican. I just responded to a comment of that same thing. Somebody had said, and this is either going to make you happy or... Corrupt, would you do me a favor? Can you send me a friend invite? That way, it'll make it a lot easier for me to kind of get in here, because it's a pain in the butt to be rolling through all that stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna decline and I'll leave. I would have liked to have done that flood though, but if you can do that for me, I would appreciate it. And then I can get you in here nice and quickly. God, that does look good, dude. Look at that. Oh, you know what? The only thing I could say is I think like the back needs to be just a little bit of a darker green, because it doesn't quite match his robe. Right? Right? So like, what if we did instead of this one? Whoop. Perfect. Perfect. What? Just do it.
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another mission?
I don't know why it's not allowing me to invite you into the game, but give me 1 second here. We gotta do this. Very important. I will. I'll check it out here. Does anybody else want to get in on this? All right, for some reason it's not allowing... I think you got in as the friend, did you not? Yeah. Okay. Ah. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so a crossover with Warframe. So getting back to my little story there. Demon Wolf, you want in on this too? I'm sorry, Void. We're getting there. I one day, one if my hands, like right now, I just want to play so bad. This week, I have wanted to play so bad. I haven't wanted to play Warframe this bad in like probably 5-6 months. And it's like, just, I think the fact that I have to not, I have to be careful is just, it's just driving me up. Oh! Ooh, Gundam and Warframe. Okay. Can we do that? I mean, can it go past like your typical like video game crossover? I mean, can it be in any any thing? I still would like, me, you guys. I'm sure I'd still love to see a Destiny Warframe crossover. I think that'd be fantastic. Nice. Whoop. Ooh. Hey, kitty. Your armor looks fantastic. And yeah, that would be cool. Like imagine if like the Warframes could get in, or like, what about if like you could use like if like your team could put on 4 different arc wings and they could come together as like a Voltron type situation where it's like 4 Warframe arc wings connected together in like a way, like one would be like, I don't know, one would have like maybe 2 arms that popped off and the other one would be the body and the head and you'd have 2 legs. I don't know how you'd do it, right? Yeah. Yeah, Minty, let White Void's one come through there. I want to see that because that's true. That's what I'm saying. That's it. That would be great. There's all. I mean, like Warframe is just good in so many different areas because, like, you literally could have, like, especially with the frame fighter thing, you could literally have a game where you could have the Warframe characters against Capcom characters, the Warframe characters against Dragon Ball Z characters. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that would actually be very, like, with the frame fighter, that changed a lot of stuff as far as what they did there. So, like, you could literally do that, right? That would be very cool. That'd be very, very cool. There it is, right there. That's exactly, that's mine. Like, if I could get a Warframe, let's do a flood. We good with the flood? Yeah, we're good with the flood. Did I put the cat on? Yeah, nice. Yeah, we're having a good time. Warframe dating simulator. The fucking is good. Oh man, yeah. Okay. So has anybody here? Has anybody here ever heard of any, like, one of their friends or something like that finding a relationship on Warframe, like an IRL relationship in Warframe? Like, I know that you've seen them in different areas. Like, I think they've been on like a dev stream or something like that. I do believe I saw somebody that was like that. Kind of got. Ooh, yeah, Prex doesn't do well at these high levels, I guess. What are you doing? You're not gonna get any of that?
What are they up to?
But I would love to know that, like, because this would be the type of game, like, let's be real, this is like a lifestyle game, right? Oh my god! I mean, even though it didn't do like a ton of damage right there, just the fact that it was able to just inflict damage on that many things at once. Let's just get in here, down here. Might as well get some Kuva going, right? Alright, somebody got one of them, so we're good.
Thoroughly unappetizing.
machine. It's using your energy too. This is bad. Destroy it.
Wow, Amprex isn't doing so well there. Wait, can I? Is anything gonna do well there? Wow.
Distract.
That's what I thought. We did have a marriage in Warframe, but I don't remember us ever. I don't remember exactly the circumstances behind it, and I guess I should do this before we all die. What? Wait, what happened to the siphon?
I give you maggots the honor of eating from my scrap trap.
Whoa, dude, what
And
is up with
this
my
is
weapons?
how
Why are
you
they not doing any
repay me?
damage?
Unacceptable.
These are level 85s. My Murloc can get through all this stuff. What's happening here? What's going on? I don't understand it. Dude! What? Okay, I get you. This is how it's going to be.
My Kuva! Do not let them do that again.
Oh, you son of a... This is going really bad. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Like, I do floods all the time. I've never seen my weapons be this ineffective. Dude, what? Oh my... What is happening? I've never seen the like of this before. I cannot believe how quickly everything is getting taken down.
Double, toil and trouble. The puppets dance while the chamber bubbles.
Alright, we're gonna have to just focus on the Kuva here and not worry about anything else. What? Wasn't I invisible?
You useless ball
Whew.
festering.
Wow. Thank
You
God
haven't
somebody was on
destroyed
point
my
there.
Kuva siphon.
You've destroyed
Really?
the Queen's Kuva siphon. We can't need these to survive.
Dude, what is happening? We're gonna have to redo our weapons here. That was very poor. Little girl isn't in your bedtime. Wow. Okay. No Amprex for this. No Amprex for the floods. No Amprex for the floods. We're probably going to have to go with something a little bit more extreme. What am I looking at here? Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're getting back into it. Yes. 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 Oh no. Limbo. At least that thing still works. I'll be lucky to make it out of this thing alive. Nice orange crits, but like I don't know, like it was so ineffective against everything in the Kuva area there that like it, I'd be scared to take this thing out again. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys see that? It was terrible. And it's a shame because I've been having a ton of fun with this. Oh no, let me stay as far away from the rift as possible.
The enemy is broken.
Okay, the
Well
enemy's
done.
broken.
Now get to extraction.
Bitch. Yeah. I'll take it. We're no MLG here. We just played a game, right? I want the endless Kuva siphons too, but obviously, I'm going to have to do a little bit as far as working with my build. I like this question. Wonder if you can make Oro with Kuva once you collect enough. Well, let's think about that here for a second. I mean, one would assume because the Orokin have been doing this for as long as they have with the continuity, okay, that if that were the case, if it was a possibility, one would probably assume that, you know, you can't make an Oro out of piecing together Kuva, at least by the means that are currently available in the game, right? That'll do. That'll do. Orva or Kuro. They're testing Warframe on the Switch. Oh man, see, like, okay, so I don't understand how that would, like, is it gonna have to be like a lower resolution version of it?
Did you hear that? It said.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't that?
Riot.
Wouldn't that? I mean, ooh. And I could see the reason why, and I say this all the time. I got a lot of shit for the video I did on the idea of Digital Extremes purchasing a portion of the Destiny franchise and, you know, doing whatever they want with it. They could have made it free to play. They could have, but the Destiny 1 franchise, which is essentially a dead IP at the moment. I mean, it's still available to use, but it's not getting any updates, not getting anything else like that. And there's a bunch of people that said to me, like, that's impossible because, you know, Destiny is owned by this, and you know, they couldn't do the two games, and that's actually not true because each one of these games is its own IP, so it's absolutely possible. The thing would have to be in regards to how much, you know, money that was available, and, you know, what it was going to be, and how it would work out. But the idea wasn't so much Destiny specific as it was diversification, because, you know, that's where we're at in the world nowadays. Like, it's not about having a great game because everything changes. So, like, it's all about diversity. So, kind of getting to the point of what I'm trying to say here is I can see why you would want to put Warframe onto the Switch if possible, because, you know, obviously it's diversity. It's more people that might potentially be able to enjoy the game, and on top of that, you wouldn't have to make a new game. You just have to make that game be available on a new platform. But it's still diversification in the same way. And in today's market, like, if you're a business and you're not looking into diversification of some sort, like, you're really putting the future of your company on the line. And you see it in everything, you know, like when you're talking about investments that you want to do, you know, you got to diversify. If you're talking about you know, if you're talking about being a YouTuber, you know, you can't, it's very hard to get around doing YouTube with only having one game. Like, it's just, that's where it's at.
Continue to defend.
You know, so, oh God, I want this Anastar so bad. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's not impossible to do anything nowadays. You know, will it work out? Will it work out? Will it be feasible? Like, will it have enough of the original game to feel like it's a worthy, you know, we're getting invaded, I believe. You know, like a worthy addition to the Warframe thing. Like, that's, I think, more so what we're going to be talking about.
Keep moving.
Versus, let's see if this thing's going to come at us. Where is he? But, I don't know. I mean, they need to do that. They need diversification. Oh, it's Stalker.
Stumbling onto my Kuva siphon.
Shit.
Walkers incoming. Breach complete. We're free to proceed.
Oh. All right. Well, bye,
Alarms
Stalker.
have been reset. Here's the terminal.
Yeah.
Get me in and get ready to defend.
So glad you came by and handed us the Broken War blueprint. I didn't.
Transference.
Oh, not here again. No.
The resonance frequency has changed. You're onto something, Tenno.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
My Kuva! Do not let them do that again!
All right. All right. Oh,
My little
we're good.
dimples. Why must you
We're
let
good.
them hurt my siphon? Do
Oh,
you want me
hey.
to get mean?
So there you go. Like, you know, for those that like don't know what we're even doing here, like the whole purpose of this, of us being at this siphon and stopping it, is so that the Worm Queen doesn't get enough Kuva to bring back. Where is the cloud? Oh, there it is. Oh, he got it.
Don't let them
To bring, and this is going to be a spoiler. So if you haven't been this far, just I mean, it's not like a terribly good spoiler. you're not really losing out by learning this aspect. Let's put it this way: the thing at the very end of the War Within quest that you take down, she's attempting to undo your work. How's that?
I can't believe how useless you all are!
That's probably the best way to describe it. And that's the whole
Destroy
point behind
the
why we're here.
We can't allow any of these to survive.
Yes, I just got done explaining that, Lotus. Thank you.
I'm in, Tenno. This
Great. I didn't, don't worry. You didn't get any spoilers. You didn't get spoilers in the way you think. And I promise you, when you get to that point in the story, it'll be a complete surprise. It'll be a surprise in as far as what it needs to be. I promise you. You won't feel like you got cheated.
Still working on it.
Unfortunately, just by watching this right here, like I hate to say it to you, Dominican, but just by watching this stream, you've probably been subjected to the biggest spoiler already.
Attack us and we will come.
I'm not going to say what that is, but everybody that has been through it knows exactly what I'm referring to. Get in there.
Air
Range.
Move on.
And here we go. Just mosey on over here. Get the... Like, I do appreciate the limbo, don't get me wrong. I don't have... I'm not bitter. It's just a different dynamic.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
What? Did you guys really want to see me play Fortnite? I mean, I'm not like really a PvP player, you know. I've contemplated downloading it just because I mean it looks semi-fun, but I mean you guys are seeing pretty much the extent of my abilities. When it comes to, you know, playing, I'm not saying I'm a bad PvP player. I actually got a pretty good KD in Destiny 1, to be honest with you. A very respectable one. But,
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
I don't know. No, not Minecraft. Minecraft. Yeah, not... I understand Limbo, okay? So I'm not even salty. I understand Limbo. I think that for me, what's odd about it is that I don't blame the people playing Limbo. It's not their fault. They're doing their job, you know? Like, Limbo, this is what Limbo does. This is his thing. So, like, not allowing Limbo to do that is just, it's pointless. But see, like this, that sometimes just gets a little unnerving. Ooh, that's a nice jump. It ain't gonna make it, brother. I said I apologize for sloppy gameplay, but just try not to put the hands through anything that I'll regret later.
We've got robots inbound.
Do we got robots? Great. I'm not sure how that's like news. And there we go. What's with the MR shaming on Eidolon? Did I MR shame somebody? I don't think I did. I done the Eidolon hunt. Yeah, we did it last weekend. It's awesome. It's so much fun. Way more fun than I anticipated it actually being, which is fantastic. Oh, so we have a little bit of a rift in the community when it comes to that. Like, I must have Gallarhorn. Hey, Paul, how are you? Oh, that's a shame, you know. I don't know. I mean, I don't. What MR is what's the acceptable MR rank then to get to? You know, I want to do another flood, man. That like really bothered me. It really bugged me. Like, I just went in there, like, unprepared as hell or something. I don't know. It's really bugged me. Anybody in the group have the flood? What's that one? Is that Kuva? Wait. What is that? Is that... Okay. Dominican, I encourage everybody, if you haven't seen the No Clips documentary on Warframe, it's 2 parts. It's about an hour all told, I think, between the 2 parts. Very, very interesting. Very interesting, very educational. Gives you a good idea of what's going on in the game, the risks that were required to be taken in order to, you know, make this what it is now. And it's something. I mean, there was a lot of things that had to come into play, and not everything was guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. You know, we're gonna put those back on. Must be MR 24. 24. Oh, come on! No, you definitely don't need to be a MR 24 to do an Eidolon hunt. No. I don't know why that's stupid. Yeah. I mean, that's... No. I mean, I would say that if you went in like MR 8, 6, 7, 8 or something like that, it's not for me. What do you mean? Crop potato? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't... That's... It would be difficult. It all depends on what you would go in with, though. You know, like... An MR4 could go in and do it if they had a solid group around them. You know, like, isn't that the point of Warframe in its community to begin with? Is the idea that, like, every instance that I've seen, and I hope I never get to see, like, the other end of it, but, like, it feels to me like whenever a newer person or a person with a lower MR goes in, I don't know, maybe I'm off on this a little bit, but oh, no, don't do that. But it seems to me like the rest of the group like goes out of their way to like try to compensate for any perceived
So, the corpus are just a cult. Worshipping.
you know, inefficiencies that are in the group, and they, you know, they do it under the pretense of like wanting to, you know. Oh my God, it's fast. This is too fast for Frost. He doesn't understand how to do this. Oh, I heard a thing. Yeah, you got to get them. I'm not getting to play as much anymore, so I'll grab everything I can. You know. Oh, look how fast. Whee! I'm not used to doing an excavation Kuva. This is weird. But I do need cryotics, so I'm like totally okay with it.
It extracts the artifact.
Oh my God, we're so fast. I have to ask, like, has anybody played the new Destiny update? And if you did, what were your impressions of it? And I will tell you that I did get a chance to play. I hopped on. I did my due, well, I don't know if I want to call it my due diligence, because I didn't stay very long. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I tried. I tried to play it. I didn't notice anything that I felt was different in any way, shape, or form, other than like during the supers you were a little bit faster, and you know, it really, I think it really made me more angry in the idea that all this time, all this time, and this is what you get. This is how you want us to be excited with moving up strafe speed. That's supposed to be the thing. You're telling me that that is the way to get people back.
Excavator is ready to go.
Like, do you care about anything?
From enemy fire.
Come on,
Look what we just uncovered. Extraction is now available.
just want to make sure we got that thing, you know? I mean, why defend it at all if you're not gonna get all the stuffs? It's out of my way, man. Oh. Alright. Alright. Lord Uriah, I like that. If what you're telling, with what you're saying to me is, if I'm understanding it correctly, yeah, why not just blow it up, make it something different? I mean, everybody hates the game, well, not everybody, but like, and you can even tell. Like, last night I got on and I watched a little bit of the Fire Team chat, and I felt like totally bad in that regard, mainly because like, I felt like the people that weren't exactly excited about what they saw were almost trying, like the other people were trying to force them into saying that the update was good, that it was, you know, that it was decent, and it was like, you could tell, like, the one dude literally said he couldn't bring himself, you know, to do that. And you know, that's kind of where I was at with the thing. I'm like, look,
has just been rewarded.
If you think like 6, 7, 8 months after launch, like,
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it
wait, where are they at?
and protect it from enemy fire.
Where did everybody go to this one? Is there Kuva here?
An artifact has been located.
I haven't seen it.
Proceed to the dig site.
I thought we did Kuva, but I'm not sure. I think we might have picked the wrong one, maybe? Like, because, you know, like, it offers the two, because I don't think there's any Kuva. Hey, where are you going? I thought that I had my axe stiletto up there, and that's why I was trying to lead him a little bit. Just like that. What we at here? Yeah, I don't think this is the Kuva one. Yep, it's not a Kuva mission. Okay.
The excavator has lost power.
I'll tell you what.
Another cell.
Let's just get me some of this cryotic real quick, and then we'll get the hell out of here. That one's still going, but it's got 43 seconds. All right, and then we can head out, and we'll just go right back in. In fact, where is the? Yeah, Where's the exit? There. Wait. I thought that there was there not a Kuva mission available there for the excavation? And I think we just pressed the wrong thing. So we're probably going to have to go right back into this particular one. But
Excavation complete. Look what we found.
provoked. Oh, oh. Yeah, let's head out. All right. Let's get the hell out of here. I didn't know. What? Oh my god. I don't care. I already asked for forgiveness. My hands are screwed up, so you guys just gonna have to deal with this crap. Oh. I'm probably doing more to screw them up further by just doing all these goofy moves. Oh, Minty, you're playing on the PS4. So let's see here.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Corpus have tech.
Saints Row. See, I've never even played Saints Row.
We need another power cell for the excavator.
See, so are you bored with the game in general? Is that where you're at right now? Like, there's just nothing to do? I mean, if you're grinding this game and you stay with it, like, you absolutely... Oh, okay, I'll get into this. Oh, man. You absolutely will... I get burned out. I got burned out, too. I mean, I absolutely did. But, something about that... Something about the stream the other week we did... I don't think it was last weekend with the Eidolons. That was super fun. But it was the one before that. I don't know. It's just something... You take a long break and you come back to it, and many times, like, you just remember almost immediately what made you love it, you know, right off the bat. Like, what was the thing? Let's just do this. Let's just do this capture real quick. Wait, what? Capture Kuva Siphon. Oh, that okay. All right. Yeah. Dominican Bungie really they really were great. There was definitely a point where, like, Bungie, I held them in the highest of regards, not just in gameplay but also in storytelling. And there's you know, if you did get the opportunity to get into Halo and follow it through a couple different versions, you know, it's got good story, it's got good lore, it's got great fun gameplay. Destiny was weird when it first came out. Like, you could see it had all the stuff that it needed to be a good game, but it was just, they had it all screwed up. Like, everything was just in the wrong, like, currencies were wrong, and the way that you got weapons didn't work out very nice and stuff. But over a good portion of time, like, they kind of came through and changed it enough that it became interesting. It became, you know, worth grinding for on a consistent basis. It made you feel like when you were playing, like, repetitive missions, that it wasn't necessarily a terror. Let me go grab this guy real quick. Where you go? What? Hey, where'd he go?
You found a target. Capture them quickly.
Where did he go?
Escape.
Okay, there you go.
Do not let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Ugh. I don't like it when
Thought that-
the back squirms out of
I
its
thought that,
shell like that. Put
Status would work
it
there
back.
quite nicely. So.
The alarms triggered a bursa.
And we
Attack
took it.
the other brains.
Except that we have a burst.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
All right.
Heavy robotics
Hey,
signature detected.
we're here again. Got some bad memories of this place. I don't know. Kuva. Yeah, Bungie. Well, it's just you know, it might be unfair to hold them in the same revered standing, if you will, because it's not the same company. And I think in a lot of situations, you can tell that with this company, you know, as it is right now, it's profit driven. I don't know who's doing it. Like I don't know who the person is that's making everything so
That worked. Target the others.
like so driven by just like money and profit. But it's I mean, you can't say it's not happening. Every little thing that's been going on since like the introduction of Destiny 2 has been centered around some type of, you know, money accumulating mechanic. You know, be it the XP situation that they had. Wow, I'm loving my crew right now.
Siphon! I
You know,
can't believe how useless you are.
forcing. I mean, you can look at it any way you want, but if you're
Good work.
if it was completely harmless, there would be no reason to not tell people what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? There would be no reason to hide behind anything, and yet all these things were just coming through. People were actually, you know, figuring it out on their own. Not to mention, like, every single update that seems to come out anymore with Destiny, there's issues. There's either problems with Xur, there was even problems with this one. You know, it's just, you ask yourself after a while, like, did you do any play testing? Like, what do you guys do? What are you doing? And why? You had this thing, and it was, you know, like it or love it, or like it or not like it, I guess you could say. It's one of those situations that it definitely had an audience, and it was a very large audience. It was a successful situation. One that, you know, like, that could have been sustained for a lot longer than what it was if it would have been managed correctly. And, you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, say that the game was rebooted, and it's like, okay, well, if the game was rebooted with 5,000 Kuva, yeah. Oh, Stark, I like that. If the game was rebooted when it was rebooted, the questions that come to my mind is, okay, well, why did you change so many core functions then? Like, if you didn't have time to make the game the way that you wanted to make it, then why change all these things up that you already know that people played the game, they at least enjoy it somewhat, right? It's proven. You had 8 million people playing at one point. 7.5 million people. That's huge. So it's obviously like you had something. So, like I said, you go back to it and it's like, okay, well, why then, with such a small period of time to work with, did you choose to change the weapons, like the way that the weapons are slotted? You changed that? You changed the super, like how the trees are? You changed supers around? Like, these are things that, in my opinion, like, look, those were the things that they were working. That would be like, if Warframe ever wanted to do a situation like this, that would literally be like them taking everything they did, making a sequel, and the only things that would be changing from Warframe 1 into Warframe 2 would be that they would be changing the abilities of your character. Well, that's not new. What's fun about that? What makes that a sequel? What makes that something that I want to get into, especially whenever you've already had me on the line for years, where I've been growing up with this game. Like, I've been getting, you know, I've been in Destiny's case, when the new Destiny DLC would come out, it would be like a rebirth, and you'd be going into it, and there'd be all new stuff, and there'd be things to do, and there'd be reasons to do these things, and now there's nothing. And you're telling me, in your time of crisis, you're going to work on movement speed? Movement speed. I'm not saying that's not a problem. Okay, I'm not saying it isn't a problem. What I am saying is maybe you need to focus on some tangible things that people would actually be interested in doing. Worry about the movement speed later. Make the game worth playing first. Give me a thing to do, and then we'll talk about the movement speed. Right? Yeah, sure, I will. I will here. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent on this next one here. I will. I apologize. I haven't been looking at the chat. It's my fault. It's my fault. Also, Minty, you were talking about the PS4 controller thing. Also, my PS4
This is a
is
mobile
dead.
defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations
It
while I
doesn't.
break
So
into
unless
the
I want to
network.
buy a new one,
Be
or
prepared for heavy resistance.
I have definitely
I can't do
considered
this without
trying
you.
to repair it, because apparently that is something you can do, but it's not a guaranteed fix. And the PlayStation is way out of warranty, so it's not like I can do anything about that now. But I'd love to play. I want to play Bloodborne. I want to play Bloodborne again so bad. I mean, if I will tell you this, I don't think
We have got to
Bloodborne's out on
find a terminal.
PC. If anybody can tell me
Proceed and
that
prepare.
that's not the case,
Here is a terminal.
that would be great. But
Get
I'm
in
almost certain that's
and get
only
ready to
PS4,
defend.
and I don't think it's ever going to change. Let me put this in here real quick. The Raging Seeds. That's what you get it from time to time. You're gonna see it from time to time.
We've got robots
Like
in
I will tell you that there's definitely some things with Destiny 2 that like it just infuriates me. I mean, I'm probably gonna catch a lot of shit for this next statement, but one of the things that actually infuriates me more than most at this point is the idea that I feel like, and I was part of this too at one point, but you know, when you're a YouTuber and you're doing this kind of stuff, you begin to, you know, it's more than just your enjoyment that you're talking about. You know, it's for a lot of the YouTubers, it's business. So if they can get the game to come back or be more desirable by other people, obviously it's going to benefit them as well. I get that. I wouldn't be the last person to try to say that that's not a legitimate way of doing things, especially with how, you know, ad revenue and stuff goes on YouTube. But I don't understand this idea of overhyping things just for the sake of getting people to take some type of interest, because look, they're going to figure out on their own that it's not as good as what you're saying. So why destroy your own credibility over the problem? Here's an idea. I don't know, this might be like radical, but why not hype stuff after it comes out and you can guarantee that it's hype worthy? Like, why do we always do the thing where we see something online, and this just isn't Destiny YouTubers, this is every YouTuber, this is every person. You see something and it looks cool. You've never played it. You don't know for certain that this is how it's going to be. But you see a thing, and immediately you want to get talking about it. And so your mind goes wild with all the possibilities. But too often, those possibilities are being made into the idea that they're actually on the way. Things that are not just possible, but probable. And then you get to the real thing, and especially with Destiny's case, like half the time, all the speculation that came up in the 2 to 3 months prior to a new update or something like that, when people said, oh, they can do this, they can do that, myself included, I said, they could do this, they could do that, they could do all these things, and none of it ever came. And then people were always wondering why Destiny was in a situation where everybody was always waiting for the next thing to occur. You know, it wasn't, the stuff that came out was never any good. It was always like, it wasn't any good, but it was like, it never satisfied in the way that the hype would call it out. You know, and then that was the moniker with Destiny. It was like, oh, well, it was a great game, or it had great potential, but it was always one of the situations where you were always waiting for the next good thing to happen. And it's like, well, the problem is that we've been putting our fantastical ideas out there, and you know, people are saying, yeah, like that. Yeah, that's it. That should be in the game. And then they get an expectation of, oh, well, you know, this is a good idea. Why is it in this game? And then like the other thing that actually is in the game comes out, and everybody's like, oh, well, you know, this sucks, right? Oh, there it is, Zelda Meister, exactly. Anthem! Anthem's doing the same thing! Like, what is that game going to be like when it actually comes out? We need to get this Kuva. Is this thing done yet? Thank you.
Area completed.
Jeez,
Move
man.
on.
Oh, we're
The resonance
300
frequency
away.
has changed. You're onto something,
Oh,
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
did anybody just see that?
No. Protect the siphon.
Was that the Lotus? Did you see that? Did anybody else see that? Does she come back periodically?
Hurry. Attack the other braids.
I know I saw that. I know I saw that. Hey, come back, guys.
That worked.
Hey, look, I contributed.
others.
Can you believe- Did you see that? I wouldn't be cautiously optimistic about Anthem either. Rob, I would not do that. In fact, I'm not going to tell anybody how to live their life, but I will say this. You are always going to be better off. I don't care what the pre-order bonus bullshit is, because it's just garbage that they want to guarantee that you'll buy the game early. But I will say this, like, you are always going to be much better off. Ow. Kuva. If you just wait for the game to come out. What? Oh, it's up there. Wait. Okay, you got it.
My siphon! I can't believe how useless you all are!
If you just wait for the game to come out, I promise you, you will always be in a better situation to enjoy the game, because you will understand up front what you're getting into. You know? Not the tiny little bits that they want you to see so it looks cool. Like, that's a perfect example. Did anybody see?
Tenno, do not damage it further. Use the synthesis device.
I know. I don't think anybody else saw what I saw.
Is useless to sanctuary.
What?
Are you not up to this task?
Oh, Samara, shut up.
Attack us and we will counter.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Is it still possible BioWare can make a comeback? I mean, I guess. It all depends on what they do to the game. Here's the thing. With every one of these games that are come out, it's totally possible for everything. The thing that has to happen, though, is the people that are making the game have to make a good game. You got to put time into it. That's it. If the game is good, I promise you, that's all you need. You don't need a hype train. You don't need any of that stuff. You don't need any of it. The game is good.
The odds were against us.
You will be just
But we
fine.
did it. Mission complete.
The game is solid. It might take a little bit of time to get going, you know. It might take a little time for word of mouth to come, you know. But again, that's another one of those things that you can probably, if you kind of see that the game's moving and people are enjoying it. Like, why not bump up the ad revenue dollars? Like, am I going the wrong way? Why not bump up the ad dollars then? Go on an aggressive marketing campaign then. You know what I'm saying? That's the time. You already know that there's a little bit, the game's good. You're solid, so you're good. You know, you're like, I have a product. I have something that's able to sell. Hey, Two-Handed, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, for everybody I didn't get to say hello to, let's see, Nightlock, Novad, I appreciate you being here. Hello. Rive, hello. Let's see, who else? Shaw, good to see you. Who else did I miss? I'm sorry, I've just been I'm enjoying myself today, guys. I'm really having fun because I haven't been able to play in a couple days. So I'm just soaking it in. Just soaking it in right now. Just Storm Rage. I'm only slightly excited for Kojima's Death Stranding because again, I'm just to the point now where maybe I'm just gun shy. I'm just gun shy the whole way around. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm just past. I'm just literally past getting hyped up for anything anymore. And okay, so this is what makes Warframe so great too. Is the idea? Oh, here we go. Here's the dreaded flood. Here's the flood. Wait, do we have a random in the group? I feel bad. Can you kick a random out? I feel bad too. I don't. Do we? No, we don't have. Do we? So I want to get you in there. I do. Just got Vectus Prime set. No, I have not fixed my finger issue. I thought I fixed my finger issue. Is there a way? Like I said, I apologize. What we're going to do after this is I'm going to, and I do want to get other people in. I just can't remember exactly who we can get in. So I will break up the group after this one, and we will start a new group right after. So I apologize. Dominican, I like the idea of it. I like the idea of CD Projekt Red. I feel like they have been one of those developers that seems to be on the up and up. So I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Will I pre-order the game? No. Nope. No. I don't even know what the next game that I would pre-order. I will say this. Monster Hunter World, I would consider was a pre-orderable game, but of course that's in in hindsight. Like I didn't know that prior to.
There's a sanctuary target here, Hunter.
Right?
Track it with the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
I did not know that up front. I know it now. So I didn't get like if you pre-ordered Monster Hunter World. Chances are, you probably didn't regret. You probably didn't regret that. But I pre-ordered Destiny 1, and it's been a thing that I haven't been able to get out of my mind, or Destiny 2, and I haven't been able to feel right about it since. Not only that, like I still have this stupid DLC coming up. Like, can you imagine what was the last game for you guys? Maybe you can help me out with this. Can you imagine buying a game, including its DLC, so being hyped about that aspect of it so much that you didn't just buy the game itself? Is that my cat? Oh, baby. No. I saw what you're doing there. Sorry, guys. I got. Let me do it. I can't. It won't let me revive her. Oh God! Why is this happening? Ugh. I should have recorded that. That would work really well with the video I'm looking to do here.
What is that thing?
Listen.
I have been noticing a lot more like that kind of little bugginess going on in Warframe anymore. Like a lot of it. A lot more than I want to acknowledge. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's getting
Your target
it's
is this
getting
location's
severe.
computer system. Find and access the terminal.
If anybody saw the stream last week, they probably saw that how many times did I end up having to what was that? How many times did I end up having to die?
It's using your energy to. This is bad. Destroy it.
Okay. So this time I'm going in with a little bit better idea
Need a
of
new approach. You're not making a dent.
Well, I didn't try.
That worked.
There, was that okay for you, Lotus? How? What? 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 You're. Huh? What is that? Come on, man. What was that? Why is my cat like up there?
Particle counts when we're making.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what's going on here? I just want it to act normal, you know? Put this down. Yeah, real buggy. Real buggy.
What a waste.
The alarms have triggered a bursa.
Fantastic. Get this last bit of. Oh. No, come on, get out.
Hurry, attack the iron.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the stream here. Hey, Justin, what's up, buddy? How are you? We're doing all the Kuva.
Your target is the reactor.
No, get back in here. Yeah.
The reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols.
Ow.
You're looking for the mainframe.
Ow.
It's critical that you deliver the payload to that location.
Lotus, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm not looking for the mainframe right now at all.
You useless balls of festering.
Did I just do a side on that one?
My Kuva sighting.
That was actually pretty cool, I think. I'm gonna die here.
We need to do everything we can to stop the Queens from...
Limbo Prime. Yep. You know, that is actually one I'm...
You may proceed.
If you can believe it, I'm actually a little excited to see what they do with that. Did somebody get the thing? Yeah. All right, that was a much better showing on this, because I do believe we are doing the flood right now, are we not? This isn't a siphon.
Target destroyed. Proceed to the extraction point.
Okay. All right. I don't think this should be up there. That'll do. Let's get the hell out of here. Yes, much more. I mean, I still was a scrub, but yeah, but the group already ready for them to unnerf Chroma. Do you think they're gonna do that though? I mean, it was kind of a trade-off, was it not? You know, like it was the fact that you can hold your buff once you have to recast is, you know, it's big to me. Yeah, I know that that is true. That was the reason why it happened. They wanted to make sure that. Hey Travis, how are you, buddy? They wanted to make sure that the overpowered Chroma wasn't wrecking everything. So give me 1 second here, crew. Just want to see how much Kuva we have, real quick.
Tenno, there's a time limitation alert available. Check navigation.
Wait, while I have you guys on here, let's see if I was. No, I don't want to broadcast, but I do want to see my recent captures. Let's just check this out real quick. Maybe maybe I screwed up. Maybe it took. Well, let's just see. Come on, get that
completed. Move on.
No, that wasn't it.
The resonance frequency.
There she is!
You're onto something, Tenno. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare.
Hey, see you later, Dominican. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you coming out. Did you see that? Yeah, that's actually the reason why.
System needs you.
That's the reason why we were doing the thing today. Was to get some Kuva here and do some rolling. I wasn't expecting to see Space Mom just show up out of the clear blue. You saw it, though. You saw it. You saw it. I'm not crazy. What does that mean? So we got, what did we make? 16 grand? Okay. So let's have a little fun. We got 16K. That's not going to be a ton of rolls, but it's going to be some rolls. So what I wanted to roll was the Ignis. The Marilock I'd like to roll again, but unfortunately, like, it's already at 3,500, so like it will really not do much there. But hey, Husky Puppy Lover, how are you? But I'm gonna need your help. There's a couple, like I said, there's a few things. Didn't you see her? Didn't you see the Lotus right there? That was her. That was the real picture with the real Lotus. That was not Mecha. Yeah. Do you really think that's worth rolling? Like, I didn't even upgrade it. Because, man. You can sell Flux. Okay, well, let's do it then. Let's do it. You're telling me that we can sell this for good, so I'm going to use you, the chat, to tell me what's good. So what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Let's have a look at, let's give everybody an idea, because for those who don't know, let's go ahead and see what the Flux Rifle is. It's just not really something I've ever wanted to play with. Oh, I'm not gonna get it there. So let's go. Let's see. Let's show everybody the stats. Right? Did I pass it? Where is it? Is there something wrong with me? It's a primary, right? Did I miss it? Is there something wrong with my head? Glaxion? Status if you're a status user. I just wanted to show the weapon off, but like it's not here. Did I look in the... Oh, nice. Good for you. That's good. That's good time. Hanging out on the chat, chilling with the boyfriend. Nothing better. Is it a secondary? I thought it was a primary. No. Oh, you can't even see it. I thought you could. Yeah, even better. Thank you. Thank you, Corrupt. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's what we got. This is the Flux Rifle. 24% status. Not terrible. This is good. So you get an idea there, what we're looking at, right? Yeah, status, damage, status, multi-shot. Oh, God. Maybe even flight speed? Yeah? Let's do it. So that's what we're going to look for. Multi-shot, damage, and status. And I guess it's not going to be worth anything unless I fuse it all the way up too, huh? So I might as well just do that. So what we're looking at right now, right off the bat, we got 80% damage to infested, 160% multi-shot, and plus 75% weapon recoil. I don't even know how that would work. Oh, I'd love it. I just want a Zenistar. All right, so everybody would like you to say hi to Samodeus. Samodeus is in the back there, obviously. Just in case anybody didn't realize, the Cephalon chilling there looking at us. Samodeus, I want to sell this Riven. So I'm asking you to make it into something that is worth selling. Can you do that? Can you do that? Yeah, it looks like a big no. This is what you give me? This is what you give me when I say all these things. Did I upset you? Yeah. Yeah, you are technically force-feeding him Kuva. Yeah, you're just stuffing it in his face. Everybody in the whole game seems to love Kuva. Why wouldn't he, right? I think we're going to confirm. I think we're going to confirm the first one. So here we go again, right? It is kind of obvious, right? But you'd be surprised how many comments I got that people did not. It's not something that you really think about. Okay, let's see. What's with the zoom? I don't understand. Why would at 90% zoom? I mean, I thank you for the multi-shot. It's less. Bad. 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 Left. Exactly. All right, let's do it again. It's still bad. Yeah. I'm gonna point something out to everybody here that's actually gonna be in my next video, but I think Samodeus is talking to us right now. I really do. I think he's speaking right now. Wait for it. I'm gonna put up the game volume so that you guys can hear. Okay, we're gonna go back to the. Obviously, yeah, that one sucks. It doesn't look too bad, but if that was if that was 50% straight damage versus damage to Grenier, I would take it. But the fact that this thing would only be good, because you're just getting slash on top, right? Yeah, I wouldn't use. I honestly don't think that the transmuters are any good either. There, Rive, I don't believe. What are you guys thinking? Left or right? Put it in the chat. Left or right? I know me personally, this is where I want to go with it. But as soon as we do this, I'm going to point something out here. Left. Left for sure. It's kind of what I thought too. Left. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. Okay. So, what I want everybody to do now, I'm going to stop talking for a little bit. And I want you to just listen. Okay? What I'd like someone to do is just confirm that the game volume got louder. And I know it's going to sound a little awkward right off the bat, but I want you to just pay attention. Okay. You're going to hear little ticks, it's like it's got these weird sounds, okay? And it might not sound like much now, but just keep these in mind. You can hear there's a backing. Exactly, Ender. You can hear there's little things going on. Now, at first I thought, hey, this is just part of Samodeus's music and stuff, and that's just part of it, right?
New alert marked on navigation, Tenno.
And then, after sitting here at this screen for an exceedingly long time, it came to me that this music is used somewhere else. It's the same backing song. Now there is a tiny bit of a higher pitch that's just kind of laid over top of this. But the bass note in the background of the navigation and in the screen with Samodeus is the same note. It's the same music. Believe me, I've listened to this, and I will show you it in a future video. One of the things that is not there, I'm sure they do like to reuse assets, but I guess my question is I have never seen them do something like, well, and again, maybe I haven't looked either. But the one thing that is different between these two are those clicks. And this is actually one of the things I'm going to be trying to put out to everybody, because I'm hoping I don't have the ability to do this on my own. Like, I just don't have the knowledge of being able to put this particular thing into like an area to kind of get rid of, if you will, like take the audio and move it around and attempt to decode it. I don't have that capability, but I know other people do. He might be cursing us out. It would totally go with his perception of us, because Samodeus really doesn't think too highly of really anybody that uses his stuff, because according to him, we've not really figured out at all what the purpose of it is. And so it's kind of like what's the best way I can describe this? It's like we're just scratching the surface of what his stuff can do, and he's upset about it. Well, why wouldn't he? But those little ticks, that little thing that's going on there, I'm going to put the audio back to where it was. They got me thinking. That's right. You must prove yourself. I said it in my video. It's interesting that, like, he literally in his quotes comes out and tells you what we're doing. Like, when you go to unveil a Riven, when you go to cycle a Riven, he literally says, I want you to take my creations and show me what they've bestowed upon you. And that's what you do. You know, there he is. Uh-huh. So I don't know. But the good thing is we're actually going to be getting to something here very shortly that's going to do a little bit more explaining when it comes to Samodeus. So let's go back to our little Riven roll. I had to show you guys that stuff. We still haven't... This isn't bad. This isn't a bad Riven as it is, I guess. Right? I mean, 160% multi-shot right off the bat is always a nice thing. I don't know if the 74% weapon recoil is actually going to have an effect, because it's a beam weapon. Right? Oh, what? You know, why not Rivens for Warframe, though? I mean, like, I get, Zelda why it probably isn't a good idea, but the idea of it being a thing in the lore is absolutely possible. You know, it's a mod just like anything else. Are you guys seeing this correctly? Is this negative 202% damage? Can you heal somebody with this? I hate to say it, I'm half tempted to actually select it and take it and bring it into the simulacrum to see what it does. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see what this does? Oh, I didn't spice up the crew. I didn't give the good amount. He's being a dick. This is a terrible thing. I've never actually seen negative damage before. That much of it too. That's a lot of damage. Should I grab it? Should I take it? Do you want to see it? If nothing else, it's gonna will it do any damage? I mean, I feel like I can get this back. It's not that great of a roll on a Riven. Like, it's 160% multi-shot. I get that. Yeah, screw it. We gotta see this. Yeah. All right. Oh shit! I don't have the flux rifle though. I have. Oh man. Wait. How much would it cost me to build the flux rifle? Just so we can play around with it. Oh, I need field drawn too. Ah! Freaking field drawn. I need the field drawn. I mean, I could buy the thing with platinum, but God, that would suck. I really don't want to buy this gun with platinum. I thought I had enough to at least build it. I would have used the platinum to Oh man, that sucks. I really don't want to buy that weapon. Isn't it expensive? I mean, so far I haven't even been able to see it, so it's like it's very odd that I guess you gotta go to the market. Nope. There you go. That sucks. I really wanted to see what this thing does. I just don't know if I can. Man, guys, I don't know if I can bring myself to purchasing this for. That. Can you even buy it? You can't buy the right flex rifle. Well, that just sucks. Well, I guess I'm gonna maybe next weekend. Then we're gonna have to. I'll have to get the field drawn together, and we'll have to try this out. We'll have to try this out. That does. That sucks. That sucks. All right. So wow, we did a lot with the flux rifle. Negative 202% damage. That's great. What do you guys think about this? I don't necessarily know if it needs rerolled again. Let me grab the Jat Kusar. Now, I was a big Atarax fan for the longest time, but I've never actually had an Atarax drop. I'm sorry. I honestly, I thought I would have had enough to get the, what do you call it? To be able to build it. I would have used the platinum to rush the build. That was the idea there, unfortunately. But it's not a bad way to start. You've 300 damage. Oh my God. Well, let's try it then. Let's see what else we can get. Let's see what else we can get, and then after that, maybe we'll head back in and do some more. What do I have left? 11,000. So we can do a couple rolls. All right. You've been an ass to me so far, Sam. Okay. We got critical chance. Cold. 134%. Chat? How else would I get my HEMA? Right. Oh, now we've got... That's what I was hoping for. We'd actually have some kind of... Look at that. Left or right? Which one? This one. I think we're getting in there, right? Woo! Okay. That's not bad, huh? 61%. So wait, real quick. Let's just see what it does to... Let me just go over here again. Let's just see what it does to the weapon, per se. Oh, don't do that. Do this. So, oh, did you see that? It went up to 56% critical chance right off the bat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it was a negative damage, I know. That's not even good. Or yeah, I don't think it's God tier, especially with the negative. But it does kind of, it's nice that you get... Unfortunately, I'm going to have to put something else in there because I don't really care for blast damage, although they've knocked things down. Well, let's go and let's roll it again. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, I think this one's pretty easy. I'm just gonna not trying to not take chat's advice here. What I am saying is I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. All right. Let's do it again.
Tenno, a new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
It's weird because, like, it's not... I wouldn't... this isn't a Riven that I would, like, want this, but it does get rid of, like... reach and maiming strike, like right off the bat. Yeah, that's like I do like about the cold because I can do viral really easy with this. So I mean, it's gonna. I'm definitely going left. I'm going left. You know, that's exactly a cheap maim strike. Exactly, that's what I was thinking too. Plus, you get what's prime reach. I can't remember how much more reach you get. I mean, I'm definitely going left, but I'm just saying that it's interesting. Like, this takes, especially with maiming strike, you know, although the critical chance is already so high to begin with. If we had, like, was it organ shatter, then we can get that up even more. Let's do another roll. 165. Okay, so it's like half of that. Well, by default, I'm getting better out of this one with just the melee damage by itself. I don't really care about 6 seconds combo duration, right? Right. So prime reach is one. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that was, you know, it would have been like a good portion of that, like almost what half of prime reach, right? I'm still going with left on this one. I feel like that's the way to go, just because, you know, you got 134. It gets worse and worse each roll. Do we have enough? Okay, so this is gonna be the last roll right here. It'll be the last roll that we can do. So here we go. Is this a joke? I mean, I appreciate it would add more heat damage to the heat damage that was already there. But I don't know. I just don't know about that one. I'm going to pass on it. just gonna go back over to this one. I think this is a good place to be. You know, like it was mentioned already, this is definitely not God tier situation by any stretch of the imagination. But it's a good way to start it off. You know, the only thing I don't think I have is the right. Oh no, I do have the defiled snapdragon. So you need the defiled snapdragon. Very important. So we got that. You know, but if like, just trying to think here, if you put on like north wind, right? What does it do here? Oh, I can't. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Obviously, we're gonna have to put it through the stuff. Samodeus likes trolling me, big time. He's. Is it a he? You know, I kept saying that in my video that it was a he, and I can't necessarily say for certain that it is a he. You know. So, all right. Sorry about that little bit of a lull there, but let's get back into it and potentially get a little bit more Kuva, right? And if we get some, maybe we can do... Depends. Yeah. I'm probably not going to sell this one. The reason why I'm not going to sell the Riven for the Jat Kusar is because I know that this weapon has similarities. It's not the same, but it has similarities to the Atarax. And as you can see, the Atarax is my most used and probably favorite melee weapon overall. So if I can get the same type of feel out of this weapon that I get with this weapon and maybe do some damage. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I might be able to have a Atarax substitute that I can bring into pretty much anything, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, can we make corrosive? I mean, that's what we'll probably end up having to do, right? At the end of the day, that's how it's going to have to go. You know, like if I get the build correct, I can probably do corrosive and maybe do conditioned overload on top of that with the Riven, right? And then if I can maybe put on, maybe get 4 status, because I'm already getting cold and I'm getting heat natively, you know, by just using the Riven and the gun and the whip, or the whip itself. But I mean, I can always, that's what I'm saying, like I can just, you know, okay, so we just go in, right? We go in and we just, you know, put what we need here. And where's that other one? I missed it. Where is it? Right? Yeah, I mean, you know, the status is going to be kind of garbage. Hey, Oscar, how are you? Yeah, the Atarax is great. Believe me, I want an Atarax Riven. That's what I really want. But you know that I don't have one of those. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could always do the same thing instead of using the status elementals. I could just go straight corrosive damage. I mean, that's probably the way we'll end up doing it, though. You know, this build is most likely going to have. We'll have this. I do like to use this. I could actually put Spoiled Strike with, because of the crit chance, I could probably put Spoiled Strike with Berserker and compensate for the, you know. There's a lot of options. We're gonna have to. I'm not saying I'm not excited about this. Like, I got that Riven as soon as I saw the Riven. I'm like, okay, this isn't like the worst. This isn't the worst thing in the world. We can work with this. You know, I mean, yes, it is only heat, but I have seen. Have you guys seen? I think I can't remember who did the video, but they did. They did a look at this particular stance. And it's got some really interesting combos on it. Specifically, the Heart of the Naga. That's the one. So it's the Heart of the Naga has 2 slash procs in it. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get this thing off, what happens is the first slash proc in the middle of the combo does a 3-hit slash proc. And then at the very end of the combo, it does another slash proc on top of that. So I'm kind of, so like, if I can even, because I do believe, yeah, it's right. So it's like this thing has potential. Like, we can go places with this. It's interesting that they don't tell you that. Like, why would you not say right here in this little thing that does has slash procs? Because how else would you know? Like, is there an area in the game that actually tells you, like, oh, hey, this combo also procs slash 2 times, or this one does it 1 time, or whatever, you know? Okay, so that was fun. I can't wait next weekend. I will definitely, I promise you, I will show you. I will show you. And actually, we'll see if I'm actually feeling a little bit better later in the evening. If my hands are not completely destroyed, maybe we'll pull up a second Warframe stream. It's not going to help me out with the Flux Rifle now that I think about it, because I'm going to need, what, 4 days? Unless I want to buy Field Drawn. Can you buy Field Drawn? I don't want to buy Field Drawn. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. There's a couple things that they probably could use, like, just to help people out. Because you do get a lot of, I do get hear a lot of comments about how difficult the new player has it in this game, you know, has playing it. And just a lot of it has to do with just missing a thing, you know, missing a little bit of text. Saying, okay, this is here, and we need to do this, and we need to do this. You know? Hey, Goodis, how are you? I could do some invasions for quick field drawn. That's a good point. Mega. That was a really good idea. What is the invasions? It's an exterminate. Okay. Hey, good call.
Tano, there's a time-limited mission alert.
If anybody wants to join me, they can. But I actually didn't put this on. I put it on. Did I put it on invite only or friends only? This shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I'm sure it'll probably take a lot longer than I want it to now that I said that. But you know how it goes. That was a great idea. And I'm sorry to be grabbing field drawn on you know,
Marine stationed here.
Stream here, but
no
what was
standing.
that? Oh, sorry. Oops. Oh God, I keep forgetting that dude's on my team. No, get out of there. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh, these things are hard to control. Okay, I don't like it. That's like way too sensitive. Is that how they...
I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
Oh my god. Sorry guys, just gotta grab this field drum. Alright, let's go. That's stiletto. Still probably my favorite overall secondary, just because I'm a big fan of twin fully automatic pistols. I guess that's what they are. I don't necessarily know if they're considered a pistol or like an easy. I know the Samodeus are considered like fully automatic pistols, aren't they? They're just so useful. Oh, sorry, I keep shooting my own gun. Good thing there's no friendly fire. Probably not the best frame to bring for all-out destruction. You know, he does the job. Right?
Use. I am picking up traces of prosecutor shield auras in the vicinity. Good work. You have proven the prosecutors are not invincible.
Yes, I know I'm playing sloppy. But it's one of those things you can kind of do in this situation, you know? Okay. Am I out of bullets? Oh, you're shooting at... Oh. Listen. You're gonna shoot. Don't shoot me. What are you looking at? What do we need here? What's that? This is a great idea there to get the field drawn, you know? It's a really good idea. I can't remember the last time I've done one of these missions, to be quite honest with you. What's that thing? Oh, did you take my weapon? Son of a... Where is it? Wondering. I just thought I ran out of bullets. I didn't actually think they took it from me. Pardon me. Just trying to get some field drawn off you guys. If anybody have any in the back pocket there, then that's the case. Oh, how many more? Oh, just two. Okay. And
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another
thank you.
Mission. Find extraction.
Appreciate the field drawn. I think. Whee. Okay, perfect. I love them. I love them. Is the bug map still in the invasion? I don't know. No, I've never done that one. So it pops out. They're probably defense invasions. They last forever. Oh man, let's just see. Yeah, that's true. They do, huh? Think about it. I forgot about things. I know you do. I know. I'm sorry I'm putting everybody through this. Does anybody want to join in? I guess I could probably do this off stream too if we want to just go back into the Kuva. Or, what do we got? I do not have the Cyanoid Gamma Core, but I did make the move to Cephalon Suda. So once I get the money for it, there's actually a couple things I want to buy from Cephalon Suda here. I need the Gamma Core. I want the Simulor. I want it all. I want all the stuffs. I want it all. So, you want to just you want to end the stream the right way and do what we do and maybe get into a survival? My hands are feeling all right. My hands are feeling all right. Does anybody want to get involved? We want to get in? Survival? Mott? That's what we do best. That's what we do best. Nice.
Operator,
like
did you hear that? It
Okay.
said
Okay.
cosmic background radiation
Okay.
is a riot.
Okay. Okay, so stream, who would you like to see me use? And why? I'm not going to go with Frost. I'm not going into Mott with Frost. He doesn't do anything. Not for survival. Not for survival. Not for survival. Oop. Whoop. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Let me just mute everybody here. But you can come in if you want. Oh, yeah. There's my Nova, everybody. Oh, you better believe it, Oscar. Whenever that Kuva survival comes in, yeah, I don't see. There's just not going to be a reason to do mod anymore. You know, you want to see XCal? Unmodded Octavia? What would be the point? I got an Nidus. Okay, so we have a Nidus, we have an Octavia, and an XCal. I don't really want to play with an unmodded Octavia because all you're going to do is watch me die. But I would go with whatever chat seems to think I'm down with. I'll go with any one of those three. It's nice that they're all in line too. Isn't that perfect? I haven't played with XCal in a while. Do I get to choose? Because if I get to choose, oh no, I wasn't taking Ender. No, I wasn't. I wasn't taking it personally at all. No, it's just all mags. We've done the all mag one already. You guys could use some mags if you want. Choose. I wish I could choose myself. I'm choosing her. I love her. She's very fun. She's super duper fun. I'm probably going to die a lot because I chose her, but she's super duper fun. What do we want here? New Ignis. We can even use the Arc of Plasmor, but I think it's going to get real bad towards the end. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what we need to do here is something like this. Like, really go prepared for once. You know, like, I'm going to get a corrosive...
Operator, please return covered in blood.
Do we have a corrosive build? No, we don't. We can make one pretty quickly. What do we got here? Viral radiation. So all we need to really do is just flip a few things around here. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Put that there. Where was that? Oh, we got matter on. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, well, you can be the judge of my song. I made it myself. I made it myself. So you can be the judge and you can tell me if, in fact, it's a good... That's what I was looking for. Okay, so now we have magnetic and gas. What am I doing wrong here? Why am I screwing this up so bad? Oh, is it because the... There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's the one we wanted. Wait, what would a... Okay, what would a self-damaging weapon do for her? Corrosive... Just out of curiosity. And it'll be dead so fast. Nothing but annoy your teammates and it's priceless. Ah, I can't do that. I will though at some point. Here, real quick, before we go in, let me do this. You guys can approve of my song or not approve. But here is the song that we will be rocking. So that's the song we're going to be going in with. I hope you all enjoy. I'm glad you do. Yeah, Justin, you've had the opportunity to play with that one there, huh? All right. So here we go. What's everybody using? Zephyr and Ash. Lucky. Okay. God, I hope I don't die a lot. Oh, I always love hanging out with you guys, though. I was so looking forward today. I was so looking forward to today, and just like getting on and playing and talking and bullshitting with you guys. I'm very, very excited. I haven't played in so long. My hands feel all right. Sorta. It's nice. It's very nice. I heard Zephyr's like insanely good right now, like ridiculously good. Her tornadoes are just like incredible.
A lone type is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy.
I want some.
Trigger the alarm.
I don't even have a piece of her yet, I don't think. All right, the goal is always an hour. You know how it goes here. I'm excited. Yeah, they did put like, yeah, she's got a really nice kit now.
Systems. I suspected they had this. Stand by for support. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
All right, let's get into an area.
The impure, the unworthy have no future.
Go back here for a second. Oh my goodness!
Personal life support modules dropped by fallen aliens.
I wasn't expecting that. That's one way to start it off, huh? What the hell? Ah, man, listen. Oh, this is really tough to do with my hands.
Prepare for life support.
Alright, we're good. Oh, no. I gotta get invisible. There we go. Let's find our spot, maybe. Yeah.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
I just want to get to a place where we can actually, like, chill. How about here? This is good, right? Okay, that's the one thing I can't really do very well. I can't push it that fast. I can't do it.
Let's go on the offensive.
Which is going to be a huge disadvantage to it. There we go. Woo! What the hell?
Life support coming.
Come back here, sir.
Life support has arrived.
All right, so far so good. I think we got into a thing. There's old war.
To scavenge and desecrate this sacred realm.
Yeah, you're gonna see me teabagging it like just like that because I have to.
Keys, but they are mere trespassers. Only I, Thor, know the true power of the void. It is time. I will teach these trespassers the redemptive power of my Yanaski. They will learn its simple truth.
Oh, we'll grab this, right?
We cannot blame these creatures. They are being led by a false prophet, an impostor who knows not the secrets of the void.
Life support on the way.
Just gonna try to stay invisible the entire time.
I was cut in half.
Ah, crap.
But
I didn't mean to hit it. How far can I go on a survival? Oh, it all depends on how you look at that question. Typically, I don't go into survivals with like prep or even using the frame that I would, you know, like typically want to use. Oh God, nope, no.
Another life support capsule is now.
That hurt.
Life support is replenished.
So like if it were me like really wanting to go full bore into
Our operative is making
like
progress.
a survival.
This will help our cause.
Come on, do it please. It's hurting my hand. Ugh. It's just such. This is going to be harder than I thought. I didn't really think about the teabagging.
Get ready for a capsule.
As far as the answer to the question, I've never really had like a chance to go for it, if you will. I've never really gotten a crew together to go for an actual like let's see how far we can actually get to. So, I mean, I've passively done hours and hours and 20s, you know, without really putting a lot of effort into it, and using frames that I wouldn't, you know, typically want to use, or don't completely understand how they work. So I don't know. I bet you I could go 2-3 hours at least without, you know, well, maybe not 2-3 hours, at least 2 hours, you know, feeling confident about it. But maybe that's something that we'll have to do at some point. Are we switching rooms? Where are we at? I guess we're switching rooms. That's cool. That's cool. I'm down with that. I haven't even been using the tigers yet. That'd be a fun stream to do, though. I will tell you that much. It'd be nice to actually do like a serious all-in survival where it was like the goal of the stream wouldn't be to just, you know, kind of play and have fun. It would actually be to, like, the whole entire stream would just be one singular survival. Would that be something that you guys would be interested in watching? I mean, because again, it doesn't, there's not much variety there. There's probably a way to do it for the thing, but
another life support capsule is now available.
yeah, we're doing good here. Oh, I think I just I think he was setting up for his fourth there, and I killed a bunch of them. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, I did mean to do it, but I didn't mean to do it in a malicious way. I didn't notice. I didn't notice what you were doing. Come here. And I know for everybody that knows anything, Octavia is probably one of the best frames for survivals, I would think. I mean, she can really do everything. You know, she can buff stuff. That's not what I did at all. She can buff. She can go invisible. She's got tons of damage. She's got crowd control. I mean, like, there's really no downsides. Please. Oh no.
Life support incoming.
Okay. Well, weird that came up. I'll take a little bit of a reprieve though from all this nonsense. Get a couple of those. Nice.
That should keep you going for a while. I've delivered another life support capsule.
Okay. You'd watch that? Maybe that's something that we need to do. Okay. I mean, I'd be totally down. I'd be totally down for actually doing a legitimate, like, real survival where, like, I wasn't screwing around and just having fun. Like, it'd be, you know,
hold out as long as you can.
Somewhat serious, if you will. That's a nice little bottleneck we got right there, though. I'll say this. Might be onto something here. I just need to funnel everything through, right? Yeah, it's gonna happen. I know how it works here. I've been guilty of those myself. In fact, I think one time this particular thing. Oh, please, you're hurting my arm. Just do your thing. Do the things with the things. Will do. I mean, you know, she's so good. She's so solid. She's just a really, really just fantastic frame. Very much enjoy Octavia. Octavia was the first frame that I had to have. I remember, like, one of the first times that, like, probably within maybe the first week of when I picked up this game, like, I found out that they actually had a frame in here that did damage with music. And I am a very musical person, you know. Growing up, I play guitar, I play bass, a little bit of keyboards, a little bit of drums, I sing, you know, like, I was in bands growing up, like, quite a few of them. So music's always been a big part of my life, and I've never seen a game that incorporated, like, music into, like, a way to deal. Wow. Oh, no. No. Do I want to go up there or not? Yes, I do. That could incorporate it in, like, a damaging way. You know, so, like, that to me was just one of the most unique concepts. Oh, please, just thank you. Wow. I guess we really don't need those as much. But this is a nice little bottleneck right here. See, this is the only issue that I would have and would be concerned about potentially being kind of boring is, you know how, oh, here, sorry. You know how it is when you play, or when you do the survivals. Like, everybody pretty much stays in one room the whole time. That's just the reality of the thing, so. Oh, please. Oh, there we go. I know it looks terrible. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have the wrist strength at the moment to, like, be able to hit everything, like, completely on. It's more of a spamming thing I have to do here. It is probably quite cringeworthy to watch, too, on there. I like our little setup, though. This is nice. I'm not like a new, like, completely new player. I've been playing for less than probably about 8 months now, I guess. I was a Destiny guy for the longest time.
We fought with honor.
And I came. What is it doing? Then, you know, from there, that's whenever Destiny kind of went into a waning period over the summer, and I was just looking for something to do. I was just looking for new games in the Xbox, like, you know, the gold section, because every month they do their, you know, they do their free games or whatever, and, you know, Warframe was a free game, so I initially thought that Warframe was, like, only free because it was like a trial type thing with Xbox Gold. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, this looks pretty cool. You know, we'll give this a shot and see what's up. I mean, I didn't know that it was a free-to-play game, but since then, like, it's been hard. Hey, screw you. It's been hard to put down. It's been real hard to put down. I will say that.
Look what a cooperative just found. They could not do this without you.
What was that? Someone just activates something? Oh, what the? How do you do a sentry gun? Is that from a ship? I don't have that ship. It's very sad. It's very sad, the whole situation with Destiny. But I will say this. Even though it's sad, like, they didn't... The developers, like, they made a game that it's getting as much play as it should. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, people don't like it, and there's a good reason why, you know. And I actually said this earlier in the stream, that I just don't understand, with all the limitations that are supposed to be centered around the game and how it first came out, like why so many core issues would be, or core scenarios would change in the game, like stuff that just doesn't make any sense. Like, why did you devote so much time to it if you didn't have time to spare in the beginning? It was stupid. Why don't you make new stuff versus, you know, trying to change the old stuff? Like, what did you think? You're making you're going to make a sequel to a game, and you're not going to put anything of any legitimacy? Come on.
Support activated.
Oh, I'm going to die. I can't do it. Thank you. Thank you, Prisma Shade. Oh, just do it. Nice. There we go. Sweet. Whew. I totally agree with you. They do deserve to suffer for this. That's the problem. That's the thing. No one wants to let them. No one wants to let them suffer for a second. No one wants to give them that fear that, like, their thing could potentially fail. And that's the thing they need right now. They need to be told that your game is not as big as you think it is. It can absolutely fail, and it requires you doing significant work to make it happen. You're not going to give us just straight garbage, low effort stuff and just get away with it. And that's my problem with a lot of, kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier, that, like, these people have not earned in this game. They have not earned that respect. They've not earned the ability to tell you, like, to just hold on and wait a second, like, until we get stuff situated. No, you have not earned that. Ow! No way. Sorry. And that's the thing. You need to do that. You know, I would give, and I've said it before, I would give DE, you know, if they came out and said, you know, whatever the next update is, whatever they're going to do, if it had to be delayed, whatever, like, I'm okay, fine, whatever. I know you'll make it right. I know it's going to be good. So I'm not worried about it. I can't say that for everybody. No, I definitely can't say that for Bungie right now. It seems to be like, that's why I put that little part into the song, by the way. So if it did get, like, really rough, and it was a situation where, like, I didn't have the time to just, like, look at the lines, like, I could just spam the back end of it and not worry about it. It's working real well, and that was a little bit of a hand injury. Good. Oh, God, I hate you. There we go. Okay, nice. Do love my Tiger's Prime.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will
be. Shaw, they definitely know it's not good. They know it's not good. It's crap. I've come to that point. Like, what I was saying earlier in the chat, I went in, I played it. I played it. I went and played the update. It's garbage. Like, I don't see how anybody can get excited over what just transpired in that game. Wait, what? Why did you throw that over there? They did nothing. You're telling me movement speed? That's it? Movement speed? Like, Warframe puts out those type of changes as an afterthought. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put it, that's not even something they would be like, they'd want to talk about, like, on a stream, other than, like, in a quick, hey, by the way, we did this, that's it. blah blah blah. You know, that's the extent of it. And we're moving forward. And honestly, it would probably come with some kind of like caveat as to like saying, hey, sorry guys, sorry Tenno, we screwed up. Our movement speed was pretty bad. We know it's bad. There we go. Just, you know, we're sorry. We tried to make it right. You know, from what I witnessed right there, like I'm looking at Bungie sitting there literally using this as a selling point. Ooh, you guys are getting to run faster. Come on by it. We're faster now. There's still no end game, but we're faster. The weapons still are boring, bland. They're all the same thing. They're all reskins. And by the way, anybody that hadn't picked up on this yet, this new sniper rifle that's in the thing, it's a reskin. It's a reskin. It's not an identical reskin, but it is, without question. Basically, pieces of the Arminius D auto rifle and the Hawk A Test A sniper. And anybody that tells me different, I'm going to call you a liar. Because I looked at them, as soon as I saw the sniper, I'm like, I know, I've seen that weapon. I know that weapon exists in game already. Sprint speed didn't get buffed. It feels the same. There are very few instances, other than if you play PvP. If you play PvP, you're going to feel a little bit more of the changes because you're doing more of the aggressive strafing and, you know, stuff like as far as you know, just like your those real quick moves, if you will, like
Or the Tenno.
you know, be honest with you, like, and I've even seen like varying degrees of success. Varying degrees of success whenever it comes to like super regeneration. One of the things that, if I remember correctly, that is one of the things that they said was supposed to be a thing. Like, you're supposed to be able to get supers a lot more quickly. They've actually introduced like a couple different things now into the game, an attempt to get more supers. And yet, I watched Mr. Fruit play his first thing, and he got 1 super in a game of Rumble. Like, I'm like, no. Not if you're taking second place in Rumble. If you're taking second place in Rumble and you're still getting 1 super, that is not good. And he has masterworked weapons, and people have the masterworked weapons. You know, they got that goofy crap that generate orbs. And then he also has, you know, it's like, then plus they increase the super speed, and you're still, oh God, here we go. You still can't get supers? Come on. Hell out of here. I didn't get the Vectis Prime. I need 1 piece of the Vectis Prime. And you know, like, let's be real about it. It's going to have to be something that I get lucky enough to just kind of come across, because it's vaulted and it sucks. I wonder who thought about the invisibility for Octavia. Just doesn't seem like it fits her kit.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
I don't know. That's all I know. Why do people care about the cosmetics in Destiny? I don't know. They all still look the same. You don't. The armor doesn't look that much different from each other. It really doesn't. Like, it's not. It's not like, oh. It's not unique in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's just, I'm so disappointed in every facet. And the sad part is I paid that stupid money. So now I literally still have a thing to play, unfortunately. Which I'll do the same thing I did with. Oh, please do the thing. Please. Let me get the spam. Thank you. You know, I'll probably do the same thing I did with Curse of Osiris. I'll go in, I'll play the campaign with 1 character, because that's all I did with that. Get disappointed. I mean, I'm not even worried about, like, enjoying it now. I know that's not not real. That's not a real thing that can happen. Not to mention, again, when you got guys with prominent people who are sitting there calling it amazing. What? What's amazing? What happened? They increased sort of speeds and stuff, and redid a sandbox 8 months after, or 6 months after launch. Like, what? I'm not gonna, you know, pat you on the back for that. If anything, like, I feel like that should come with an apology, right? No? Okay, go. That's gonna screw me at some point. 2,000 hours on Destiny. Yeah, there you go. I have about a very close amount to that myself. Yeah. I don't. Call of Duty is another thing altogether. Like, I don't. Wait, where are we at? I don't necessarily know if I even understand the Call of Duty thing anymore. And I'm not saying that to be disparaging against anybody who likes Call of Duty, because I think that Call of Duty had its place, you know, and I was even a player for a very long time. But I also feel like, whoop, this is gonna be bad. I feel like I don't know if I've like grown past it, but it's just, Call of Duty is just not enough. There's just not enough in the game to justify a purchase for me any longer. They've overtaken our area. All right. Oh god, oh good. Okay, got rid of the nullifier. That was step 1. Step 2 is going to be to get the mallet in there somehow, and then do that. Okay. Alright, 3. Please do it. Thank you, Warframe gods.
Life support has been replenished.
No, FT man, I did not see this tweet about the new UI teaser. Is it? I'm gonna have to look that up. I did watch both the prime time this week. Let's see here. It's lost its identity since. Hey! Nope. Where are you shooting from? So instead of being a guardian, I felt if the player was a normal person who was saying "city destroyed," yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that statement. I think that's a really good way to look at it. And, I mean, like, I'm just going to be the first person to say it. Well, I'm probably not the first person to say it. The Destiny 2 story takes the Destiny 1 story and destroys it. Like, I don't know how else to even look at it, because I said it in my my current video. I was like a little sly little jab in there, but we're out of NRGs.
Look what our collaborative just found. They could not do this without you.
You know, oh god, sorry. That with the Traveler alive, like, there's really no sense in having Guardians. Like, there's no sense at all
Additional life support
in having the Guardians. They don't make any sense in the story any longer. If the Traveler can just destroy Ultra Gaul without blinking an eye when it finally decided to come back to life, like, you've made your most important character in the game even more worthless to the story. So already you've made it so that, like, let's be real about it. Like, you know, the Guardian doesn't feel like he has a huge connection to the universe as it is anyhow. You know, because he can't speak, he can't communicate. with the world around him in any way. You can't get into a legitimate conversation about anything like significant in Destiny because, again, your guy's just a mute. You know, that it just takes orders. He's the strongest being in the entire Destiny universe, and yet he's a complete slave. It's just it's the worst. I'm gonna have to check out this. Let's see, 1K cube an hour here. Yeah, I know. I'm actually kind of curious. I know people were complaining a little bit, and I know I'm getting a little off topic here, but people were complaining that the Kuva survivals didn't necessarily give enough Kuva. Is that? No! 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 Oh, thank you, whoever did that. I was reading the chat. Oh, I get the mallet down there. Oh no, I screwed up everything. Oh, I died again in the process. Sorry. I don't know about you guys. Does everybody else like kind of chill out when you get killed and like not immediately try to get res because you get like free shots? Yeah. Like you literally do. You can't get killed here and you can do a ton of damage. What?
That should keep you going for a while.
What? Why did I all the way over here? Oh god. Chill on that. Oh, that's okay. Ah! No. Ah. Okay, we're gonna do the same move again. Put that down. Yep. Put that down. I didn't think it was going to work. Let's see. About the Kuva Endless. I think he's going to give us an alternative to farm them. Want fast Kuva, go to normal Kuva missions. Want a lot, go Endless. Okay.
Life support
The
incoming.
rate is about the same. You're in for an hour, and without boost, you come out with 6,000 or 7,000 Kuva, of which enough for actually nothing.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
I know it's cringy to watch me do that. I know.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Just so you guys know, whenever I'm doing my teabagging, I actually have to take my right hand and move it over to the left bumper, and I'm actually pulling the left bumper with my right two fingers. So that's why it's looking really odd. So I apologize. Oh god, I hate you. Give it to me. It hurts. Alright. Okay. Alright, cool. Solid. Yeah, I think that's a bit much. 400 per round. Because you know what? I think people aren't taking into consideration, or maybe they are. But you got to remember that I think it's necessary that they make the regular Kuva missions still like worth something. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to make it so like the only legitimate way of doing the Kuva run is by doing an endless survival, you know, or making it so that the endless survival is so much better than the other one that it's like you're kind of wasting your time unless you just don't have time at all, right? Where is it? Oh. Oh, crap. What? What's happened? Yeah. That is one thing, though. How do you do it? Do any of you in the chat ever go into like a random mission, hoping to like a random mot thing, and like hoping to stay in for a while, and you really can't get people to stay in with you? Like I know that. Oh no! No, let me out, please! No! No! What are you doing up here? No, no! God, please. Oh no, he's dead. No, please. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we're going to change it up. Put that there. I'm not even going to do it. Yeah, go ahead and get some invisibility on you. Looks good. I think that was the better position. Oh crap. Yeah, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Oh, just give it to me. Just be a nice person.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
And that's the thing. Okay, so yeah, that's a perfect example. Like, why don't they do anything with the survivals? I mean, like, it's not like people don't play them. You know?
I've delivered another life support capsule. Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Where's the thing? I'm like scared to go after it even. Oh, there's some shit up here. No. Yeah. You know, I know I'm complaining a lot, but I will say, oh, this still is a ton of fun to play with. Oh, wait. Ow! Nope. Oh, what's shooting? People never really complained that much about survival, but no. It's a shame that they don't. Like, I really do think, I think survivals, to me, this is like one of the most fun parts of Warframe. And to have scaling rewards would be just incredible, you know? It would just be a lot of fun. You know, especially if something at the very end, like if it was really worth it, you know, like if maybe if you got to like level, I don't know, 50 or something like that, like, you know, if it would be worth a special weapon, special piece, Kuva, whatever. I don't. What am I doing up here? That's your area. That's your area. I dub you in charge of that. What just shot me? Holy God! That took a ton of damage off. Whew. Oh, congratulations, FT, man. That's awesome. 200. Thank you. You get a free rat if you go for a long one. What do you mean? Hey. Do we have 2 ashes? No? I don't think I have any clones. I just have one. No! 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 Come on, man, give it to me. Let's give me that. Give it! There we go. Right. Nice. Ooh, life support's staying up, though. That's the one good thing. You know? Free radiant. Oh! Okay. I mean, that's not bad, but, you know, it's not like... I appreciate the... Whatever. How many void traces we're gonna save with that? You know what I'm talking about, though. Maybe something a little bit more tasty than that. Oh, I just can't do it in rhythm. Please let me do it! Thank you. Ah. What? Oh, piss off. Well, oh, I can't tell. Look at those numbers, though. Isn't that fun? Oh, he piqued some interest here.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out
45.
as long as you can.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. You know? I never use my 2 with her. Does anybody ever use that resonating ball? It just seems like it... I don't know. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't even think about that. We're doing this 3-man too. Oh, you're not going to get out of here without like taking a little bit of damage. Getting some nice damage ticks though. Still not 100% certain of my placement yet on the mallet. That's all. Because it's like there's so many different levels. What? What? What just? What? Here? Thank you, game. That there. Take that. This. Oh, nice, nice tornado. I like that. Ooh. Not good. Not good. Not good. See you dropping that Cyclone out there, bruh. Pretty incredible. I remember when that gun was terrible. It's like, it looks like a beast now, dude. It looks crazy. Like, I keep going back to that video that I saw with Rob from the Gang I Plays, and it made me laugh so hard with the Cyclone, because he was like, I don't get it. What is this thing? Why doesn't it work? Yeah, Samodeus is always going to troll me. Again, bear in mind, I've been playing all this time, so I've gotten quite a few ribbons to drop. I've actually sold quite a few ribbons, you know, and literally this past week, like that was the first Riven I can say that, like, I had the weapon built and I actually put some time into it. Like, it already had some forma, you know, the whole 9 yards. Like, it was already ranked up, already had some forma, already kind of had like a build, and I enjoyed playing with it to begin with. It wasn't like the end all be all, but it's fun, you know, it's a good weapon, you know, with the Ignis. But that was like the first one. Every other one, every weapon that I've gotten, everything I've had dropped from wait, every weapon that I've had drop so far, like, I've had one of two reactions to it. The first is this one. You ready? It goes something like this. Oh, man. What is that? Or, so there was either the disappointed, like right out of the gate disappointed. Like, there was no guy, there was no questioning how disappointed, you know, like, that I was going to be disappointed. More so that there was just a lot of disappointing going on. The second, the only other emotion or you know, type of response I've done would be this one, and that is, what's that? So I got, what's that? Or ow, what's that? Or I'm just been upset. Like, literally the first time the Ignis pulled up, and I'm like, oh my god. I think I actually like yelled it out to my dog, and I think I grabbed one of them and like danced with it around the place a little, you know. Dance a little jig, if you will. Is Ash stuck? I couldn't tell. Oh, I'd like to see a. Oh god, I'd like to actually see a Paris Riven. That'd be another one I would totally take. We ain't getting that. We got an Ignis. That's what you get, say Samodeus. Ow. You're just gonna stand there. Thank you. Get back into that rhythm. But you gotta love it. Look at the damage. Oh, is that our guy? No, stop moving. Yeah. I'm like the free roamer here. I think we're doing... I keep thinking he's a bad guy. Whoa, this is going to be horrible. Yeah, I'm inviting my buddy into the group just because I want to hear him. I mean, I'm not saying that this run has been perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's been fairly stress-free. Ow! Shit! I thought that was our guy. I know. He should have had the ally thing on. It was just, you know, it was just, I thought. And then, this is what she do. What? Oh, who shot me? Who shot me? Oh, these guys. Gotta get that shield up. I don't know if I'm able to do this right now. Thank you. That worked out nice, huh? I love Clem. Clem's the man. I got to hang out with Clem in my last video. It was amazing. It was everything I hoped it could be and more. Oh, not at the cost of that. Oh, it's not like work. It hurts. Just give me it. It's like not teabagging now. You see that? I can't do it. Ah, that hurt. Thank you, Warframe gods. I've never had that. Wait, man, well, I don't know. So your teammates can kill you? I've never actually had that happen. Yeah, Clem, come over here, buddy. Here, can you, Clem, do you know how to teabag, bud?
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Don't kill my Clem. Don't kill my Clem. You should kill him. Don't revive anymore. Let us come over and grab it. Well, we got 5 minutes. Don't respawn again. Let us come over. Oh, okay, well. It decided. It wasn't me.
Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option. Life support activated.
Alright.
That should keep you going for a while.
I want to go the whole way up, I think. Bitch. Let me get my tree. Crap. Here we go. Oh, yes. Yes. Please join our Discord if you have not already. I apologize.
Life support incoming.
I didn't put that up. Oh, okay. I get it. I see how it is. Wait, is that doing damage? Was that our guy? Or what happened? Oh, it's ours. Ooh, quiet.
The life support capsule.
Oh, I
is
didn't
now
do that.
available.
Let me get that amp up, baby. Yeah. There we go. Oh, did you see those numbers, though? Those are nice. Get there. Stop that.
Life support is replenished. Life support on the way.
Oh, no, what? No. There we go. I feel like that's the best place for now, right there.
Additional life support has arrived.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yes. Hey! Now? What was that? What just shot me? Damn. Oh, is that there? Yeah, see, I don't know whose numbers that is. Oh, I'm so good. I don't even remember where
What
the
our
mallet
Tenno
is.
operative just found.
Well, there he
Not
is.
do this
We did
without
it.
you.
We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh, thanks for sticking with me, Ender. I don't like the fact that your PC died there, but.
Get ready for a capsule.
Maybe this is the place to put it so we can get some shots in on too. Oh, are you running for?
I've delivered another life support.
We're running for the
capsule.
hills. All right. We're out. That was fun. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. And I will say, given the fact that I really didn't do much of a build, and we had 3 people, and I don't know what my 2 compatriots' builds are looking like. They're probably pretty awesome compared to mine. Let's be real. But you know, I thought that went pretty well. Was that? Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Run to the hills. Sorry. But yeah, that was a good time. I enjoyed that. So I don't know. What do you guys think for next week? Do you think that we should go like a full-out survival, like the full balls to the walls, picking the best we got and going for it? Right? And that was 8 crystals. Nice. Woo, 8 Argon. She's dancing. Yeah, Octavia's amazing. If you don't have Octavia, like you're missing out. That's fine. We will be full camping. That's what it is. I don't care. 12-hour Mott survival. 12 hours. Can you imagine? Oh my God, that'd be crazy. It'd be fun. It'd be super fun.
The view?
Be super fun. Well, guys, I think today was a wonderful day. I very much appreciate my team helping me out, carrying me through that last part there and through all the Kuva today. Let's be real. I didn't pay much attention to the gameplay. Mintical, I'll get with you here in a second. But I do very much appreciate everybody coming out and enjoying the stream today. It was totally fun for me. I think I used all the Kuva that we got, though, unfortunately. But it was fun. It was fun. Maybe I get that Flux rifle for next weekend. We'll check that out. But I would like to try like a full, like a realistic, like, let's go for it, stream survival next weekend. Would be even better if, like, I know we're not getting the endless survival Kuva missions yet. That would have been even more fun, but it is what it is. But I don't know. I'm only as that was lucky. I mean, it's Octavia. You can't not kill with Octavia. That's the reality of it. Like if you're using her 1 and 4 together, you don't have to do anything. You know, you just put the 1 where they're shooting, go a little bit away, throw the 4 down, and just set it and forget it. You know, what's fantastic about this frame? She's just so powerful. She's so powerful and so much fun. And you get to make a song. You know? What is the world record? You know, like, what is the survival world record? I mean, I typed it up. We're going to have a chance of getting it. 14 hours. Oh, my goodness. That would be crazy. It'd be crazy. It'd be fun. It'd be super fun. It'd be super fun. I mean, you know, hey, I'm down for beating it, but you know, we'd have to get super serious. We'd have to get super serious. That would be like a marathon stream. God, I don't know how I would do that. Yeah, we could. You know, you never know. Try it out. Try it out. It's always having fun. But yeah, you'd need to have an Octavia in there, I think. Ivara, love that. Nova, Banshee, okay. Definitely have a lot of fun. Sorry, I was just thinking about all the possibilities. Everybody, thank you very much. This has been a super fun stream you made today. So wonderful for me. I was kind of feeling down because of my hands, but you guys came out and we got to talk, we got to play, we had fun, I had a blast. I really appreciate you doing it and coming out and supporting me here today. We got 8 Argons. Yeah, that's right. We would need a Necros in there. You'd got to have a Necros for the for the life support. We'd have to have a Necros. I'll even be the Necros if that, you know. We'll talk about it next week. We'll get a little team together. It'd be fun. But at any rate, everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. As I said, I appreciate you so much coming out and supporting me, like always. Tomorrow, for certain, we will be doing the Monster Hunter stream. I'm going to throw this caveat out there. It's possible later in the evening, if I'm feeling solid, my hands aren't hurting, I might just do a little surprise stream. Don't hold me to it. Again, I'm just in a real bad spot right now when it comes to that, but I do want to play, and if I can play and I can do it on stream, that'd be even more fun. So keep your eye out. You might see something tonight. You know, it's not 100%. Maybe if you're interested in a little bit of a later stream, may happen. We'll see. But thank you so much for today. Very much appreciate it. So everybody have a great day. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.